The best part is that Tyler's dancing and nobody can see him.
I didn't know you could see me either.
Damn.
Just his private camera to your residence.
Welcome to the SideQuest, your weekly journey into the wonderful world of video games, video game culture, and everything in between, as they like to say. I am one of your astute hosts, Dolly Domofsky. Joining me, as usual, SideQuest. Right down there, Sam Dixon.
You ever have something in your eye and you think, maybe I'll get pink eye in the morning? Hello, welcome to 2025.
Yeah, feels like it.
I hope for it every day.
No, Sam, we need you to go back and change that, and don't say "Welcome to 2025."
Yeah, that's true. Start over. It's 2026. This
and Zach,
lovely
you're muted.
yeah, exactly. That's all right. He doesn't mind being muted.
I
This
forgot.
person on here, Tyler. Hey, dancing. I like that. What is it? Spirit of the West. Very nice. Very nice.
My wife's shirt. I just pulled it out of the laundry.
Nice. And this guy right over here, this cool cat Gengar, one of the only JJ of the year. Yeah, he missed out on 2016.
Yeah, it was a bad. Yeah,
It's an interesting year. It's gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a fun day today. We're gonna go over Team SideQuesting's games of the year. I don't know if Taylor's gonna show up.
He
You know,
is.
He
said it.
is. Oh, he's putting.
He promised.
Yeah, he said he's gonna be.
promised.
He's typing in his notepad right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Slay the spire. It's gonna be here again.
Yeah. Oh goodness, let me get a my notepad over here.
Oh, for God's sakes!
By the way, I did the quickie stickies for all of our Patreon members. You also can join the Patreon over at sidequesting.com. Thank you to our Patreon members, the executive Punkdefied, PUNKDEFIED. Please follow them right now on your socials. Punkdefied, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, and in the Discord. That's where you can find us. Also, thank you to our wonderful producers, Zero, their prototype, Exagenous, Jeff Grubb, and Tessa. Thank you all for being producers. If you are a producer level, you get a special copy of our where is it? I had it over there. Our zine, and you're going to get that every time we have a zine. So definitely join the producer level. And you get a quickie sticky, a hand-drawn sticky note. Check out the quickie sticky that I made for Jeff Grubb. I actually drew it on it says Grubb.
that looks neither quickie nor sticky.
It was
I beg you to find a new name.
30 second. Yeah, 30. Yeah, that's true.
He's gonna make it
kinda
sticky
is
before
very-
he sends it
There you go.
over.
No, I
Oh.
make it 30. It'll be real sticky. I make sure it's 30 seconds and that's it. That's all I can. That's all I do. That's how I know it's quickie. So quick. We have yes. Thank you all again to all the Patreon folk. We're gonna talk game of the year, but I will say right after this, we're gonna start for the Patreon members. We're gonna set up the fantasy gaming league for Patreon members and staff. So we're gonna dive into games, and what a year it's been! As we do with Team SideQuesting, we each kind of go through our favorite games. If you have a presentation, great. If you don't, no big deal. You can tuck through it, and I will do my best to find images or video on the fly. We're finding out these games for the first time amongst each other, so we don't know what we're picking. And at the end,
Yeah, nobody said anything.
yeah. And at the
That's
end,
what. That's how it is every year.
Yes.
We don't talk about what our favorite games are. We just keep it a secret. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're never on
great.
a weekly podcast to talk about what we might like
Zach
for throughout the year.
Zach has a really good ongoing bit where there's always one game that he's never said a peep about at any point in the Discord, on the podcast, anything, and then he just all of a sudden like, this is the greatest game I ever played in my life, and you're like, "Fuck, man."
I've structured my religion around it now.
can't wait for all y'all to talk about Dragon Drive. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. And then at the end, we'll try to choose SideQuesting's game of the year. Last year, as you all know, the first time we had I guess it was a duopoly. It was two.
Yeah.
We had two
Yep.
games that were both so good for very different reasons, but also they were both indie games. And it turned out wonderful. Balatro, obviously, and what was the name of the other one? The name always throws me off. It's
God, Balatro was only last year, huh?
I know,
Or 2 years ago now.
You can say it, Ollie.
1,000.
There you go.
It's right there. I'm not looking at it. Anyways, Zach, say it.
1,000 resist.
Thank you. 1,000 times resist. Or 1,000 resist or 1,000x resist. I don't know because everybody says differently. Anywho, let's get into it. It looked like JJ already see
Zach wanted to go first. I've just loaded
So-
mine.
You loaded yours.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, again, you don't need to do a presentation. You could do what typically our good friend Taylor does, which is shows up
Yeah.
at the last second with a Microsoft Notes text file.
Share my screen. Pick my screen. Is it this screen? No.
I don't know. Is it?
It's this screen.
Yeah.
There it is. Add to stage. There we go. The year in review.
So this is an all-encompassing year in review. So
Love
there's
it.
things that aren't video games in here, but things that I want to talk about because 2025 I think was a really good year for like entertainment and
I
stuff
think
in general.
you and I vibed a lot this year. I'm gonna say in a weird way. We didn't talk much about it, but like I think we're gonna have a lot that are pretty
Yeah.
similar in terms
Yeah,
of
so-
just general vibe. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, this is gonna be fun. So do I click? Okay, I click.
There
So
you
here are my 4 folders. We got the honorable mentions. We got the worst of the year. We got the best things of the year. We got the best games of the year. They're all hiding in these folders. We'll start here. Honorable mentions. Warframe, I was gonna say it's just like if I was allowed to put this on my top 10 list, it would be it'd be number 1. Like this game, yeah.
I thought the gag was going to be Warframe wasn't going to show up at all.
No.
After.
No. And then number 2, Street Fighter. This game still has me in a chokehold. If you were here in the Discord during my like month-long stint of training, it was crazy. I'm back in the lab now. I'm starting back in the lab again. Oh no. And yeah, so
boy, are
we're-
my arms tired.
and boy, are my arms tired. And then Hades 2 gets an honorable mention. So this game came out of early access, and the ending was so bad. Everyone hated it. Like it was crazy. Like I was just shocked, and it was so bad that Supergiant went back and patched and changed the ending to make it good. So
They Mass Effect read it.
it was even worse than that. It's crazy. I don't know how they fumbled so hard. They made it crazy. So because of that, it got chopped down to the bottom. Then Split. This is a game that I played. It's like an hour-long game where you're like a hacker and you have to like hack into these like servers, and it's really intense and you have to actually use code, so it feels really like threatening kind of because you're like, I need to get this really done super fast. It's really cool. Definitely recommend playing it. It was only an hour long, so it's definitely something that you could be like, yeah, I'll play it for a bit. And then this game is really good. It's just I like putting games on my list that are like new things I've never experienced before from that year. And this is just like, yeah, it's really good, but it's also like Hollow Knight, but better. But it's awesome. So yeah, that's on here. So now we got the worst of the year. Let's see what's on here. We got
Big surprise.
Wow.
And then we got AI.
You're polycharged right away.
Yeah.
Polycharged.
And then Xbox. And we lost our
Yes,
boy
Tim
Tim Dog, dude. What the hell, man? And then okay, so I showed my wife my presentation, and there was one slide. She was like, "Just take that out." And I was like,
No,
Uh-uh.
no, I'm definitely
Nay, nay.
not.
Nay.
And I was like, she was just like, "I don't want your friends to get mad." I'm like, "They're not gonna get mad." So best things of the year. Yeah. So then So Joey
bad.
Valence and Bray, they released a album, a hip hop album called Hyper Youth. It's really good. Definitely listen to it. Yeah, so this is my album of the year. And then got to give a shout out to Roxy Zebek from One Piece. He's the fucking goat. He's awesome.
Mm.
He's one of the best things of this year. And then thank you to the One Piece TCG for making this deck. I love this deck. Thank you. It came out this year.
Mm.
And Marty Supreme, right? This is
Yeah.
like the best. This is the,
Yep.
I think overall, like best thing of the year is definitely Marty Supreme. There's
Game
a
of the
quote.
year.
Yeah, like
Literally, yeah.
I would give it game of the year if I could. But there's a there's a
In the
quote.
theater holding a controller, just like, yeah.
Dude, I saw it twice.
There's a game
which
in
is
there. Yeah,
Crazy.
same.
Yeah, I saw it twice too. First time in a while I've done a double.
Yeah. There's a quote in here where Marty's talking to Tyler the Creator's character. I forget his name, and he goes, "Hey, put your money where Tyler the Creator's character goes, put your money where your mouth is," and then Marty goes, "Why don't I put my dick where your mouth is?" And it makes me laugh so hard every time.
I lost it in the theater. when he
It's
said
so
it.
funny. It's so funny. Marty Supreme. Okay, now we can talk about video games. Okay. Number 11 will be Sorry We're Closed. This is a really cool survival. It's like it uses the structure of like survival horror to tell a story that's outside of survival horror. And I think it's definitely worth playing with how unique it is, and the story is really good. But the way it uses music in its boss fights and throughout is just really incredible. And it tells a story about the main character. She has this kind of like demon latch on her, the thing in the right. She's like latched onto her, and she's trying to get back with her ex, who's like gone to become like a movie star, and she keeps seeing her on TV and stuff. So she's like dealing with kind of these repressed feelings, and kind of also you also kind of open the underground of the city that you live in, and there's all these like demons and angels and things happening without you knowing. So it uses that structure of like kind of like a comfy Persona game, and then you can flip a button to like flip to the demon world, and then it turns into a survival horror game. It's really cool. Highlight of the year for sure. Number 10 is Routine. This is a survival horror game where you are on a routine trip to the moon, and you are having to fix a server issue, and it's very creepy and fun and cool, very vibes based, very mechanical in how you have to like touch and do things. I just really like it a lot. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I've been waiting for this game for like a decade or more. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of hard to live up to those expectations too. So, but it's still very good. Definitely check it out. It's on Game Pass. Oh, here's a screenshot. Very vibes feeling here. There's these robots chasing after you. You can see them in the left over here.
Okay, but you have to explain to one of them that the monitor isn't the entire computer.
Yeah. So you basically there's no. That'd be cool though. But there's a lot of like computer stuff in it, which is really fun. Like since you're this kind of guy doing a routine checkup on this not spacecraft, it's a satellite. There's like computer terminals, and you have to like plug in your gun, which is also like a troubleshooting device, and you plug that in, and you get error codes, and you have to check error codes against what's wrong with the computer, so you can get the computer booted up and get access to it to open a door or whatever. So there's a lot of that. It uses the survival horror formula really well. Number 9, Megabonk. This game is awesome. I love this game. It's a roguelike where you're running around and getting items, leveling up, whatever. So you kind of understand what it is based off of just that. But what's I think really interesting about Megabonk more so is there's more skill to it than a normal roguelike game where things are random, yeah, but like there's movement that you have to take into consideration. Every character moves differently. Like the monkey can jump on walls. He's my favorite character. I love him. But you have to and you have a crouch, so you can like crouch and get more speed and jump around. And like there's a lot more involved in it without having to heavily rely on RNG. It's really good. It's also like $15, and I played it for a shit ton. Really good. Number 8, Demon School. This game's awesome. It is a Persona-like in a way, more so Persona 2 than anything. It's a strategy game set in this kind of like Gallo Italian horror vibe, and it's you're in high school, and actually you're in college. You're in college, and you establish this like demonic group to fight demons that are attacking this island, and there's a bigger, grander story overall, but the synopsis is, there's things happening, your teacher's like, yo, figure it out. You're like, okay. And there's 18 playable characters. Yeah, there's 18 people you get in your party, and you all have relationship things to do and talking to do, and all the characters are really cool and interesting, and they all in combat service a different type of way to play. So whenever you go into combat, you can pick 4, and what that looks like is the bottom right. You can you select a movement, and that takes up a pip. You select an attack, that takes up a pip, and then you basically move everything around and activate the attacks and activate the movements, and then you do it, and then your turn goes at one time. So you can push a bad guy into your party member, then they kick it over here and it bounces off and does this. So you can chain a lot of fun little combos, and all the characters have different moves set, so there's different things that you can do and poke at. It's an RPG that isn't super long, but it's also, RPGs kind of tend to get stale after a bit, because you're like, okay, I've been with the same 6 party members for so long, what's happening? In this game, you're really it's really encouraging to be like, I'm gonna try out something else. I'm gonna try out this. I'm gonna try out this, and just kind of figure out who your favorite is, and going along with that is super fun. Number 7, Easy Delivery Co. This game is awesome. Obviously, it's in my top 10, but Easy Delivery Co. You play as this cat and you deliver boxes, and you're just kind of an Amazon driver. But there is a lot of terrain and stuff that you have to encounter. It looks like this. It looks awesome. So there's a lot of terrain you have to encounter, a lot of go from point A to point B. Trying to figure it out, the fastest way to do it. The boxes in the back of your car are physical objects, so you have to be mindful of how they're bouncing around in there, or they could bounce out. So there's different ways you have to approach things. There's snow on the road, there's ice everywhere, whatever. Very fun. Number 6, Nubby's Number Factory. This game is so freaking good. If you haven't played it, you wouldn't understand. But this game just it's like Peggle on crack. It's a roguelike Peggle game. Where you shoot Nubby, your little guy, his name's Nubby, you shoot him and you hit these little spikes and you get points. You have to hit a certain point total, and then you go to the next round. It keeps exponentially getting bigger and bigger, and the things you have equipped grow it. And then you have items that are things in slot 4 multiply this and do this to slot 2, and then you just kind of keep building. It's incredible. This game has legs like crazy. There's so many challenges and things to do. And I think it's $2. It's nuts. This game is awesome. It's also on Steam. It can be played on Steam Deck, I'm pretty sure too. But this is I don't know. This is just one of those, if you buy any game on my list, buy this type of game, for me at least.
It's $5.
Sorry. No, okay, Nubby's Number Factory, number 6. Number 5, we got Brazilian Drug Dealer 3. This game, guys. Oh my gosh, guys.
You can't do this.
Guys, this game is awesome. It's made by a solo dev in Brazil. And
you don't say.
I would have thought somewhere else than Brazil, given Brazilian drug dealer.
Sometimes you got people from Europe acting like they're from other countries. Yeah. I'm just saying. But this game is made in the Quake 1 engine, so it's a Quake 1 game. And it's made by a guy who's made a bunch of maps prior, so it's just so unique it's like just a unique person's vision for a game, but on top of that, it's a really solid shooter. It's really fun. It's funny. The music is really good. It's like it's also by the same dev. It's like this Brazilian house music. It's really just like crazy loud and like kind of noise inspired. It's just so unique. But it also, the thing that sticks out to me is there's also like social commentary in this about where he lives. Like so the levels are Brazil, obviously, but like you'll go into a place and there'll be like all the local stores are closed, but there's a McDonald's open. And like so and then all the bad guys you have to kill are hiding in these old rundown stores, these old rundown houses in a neighborhood that have been overtaken by Walmart, McDonald's, whatever. So there's a lot of like really kind of tight and sharp commentary on what's going on where he lives, and I find things like that really that's like a big attraction to me with like art or games. I just love seeing people's visions of the world, and this is a really unique one. But it's just super fun. And that little dog on the bottom right, that's the save icon. So when you see that, dog, that's where you save. Number 4, shocker here, boys. Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 is really good, obviously. I think as a Kojima fan, it's really good on one hand, but also really disappointing on the other hand. Because as a Death Stranding 1 kind of super fan, a lot of what's established in there is kind of retread in the second game. And the gameplay, it has the typical Kojima thing where like like the halfway point, the game does something new, right? So like the first half of this game is Death Stranding 1. Like, okay, I've played this before. I love that game. I want to see where it goes. And then it goes there and you're like, okay, this is crazy. I feel like a game like Death Stranding 1 that was just so wild and weird with the mechanics and the gameplay, Death Stranding 2 it plays it safer, which is not really what I wanted from it. I wanted to just kind of crank it up more, which it does eventually, but it takes a while to get there. Story-wise, it's awesome, though. I think from the story perspective, the way everything's presented, amazing. It's a really intimate, kind of dark look at like nihilism versus optimism, and kind of a look at the world that we live in now, and kind of it's really introspective. It's really sweet. It's a lot of things story wise, which is good for a Kojima game. But from a gameplay perspective, it's like, oh, okay, like I get where you're going. I wish you would have cranked it up more. And yeah, and I've heard that sentiment a lot from some other like super fans. It's like, yeah, like it's good, but he kind of played it safe. And it's like, I get it. The first one had a lot of like kickback, so he toned things down a little bit from the first game, and then he made it easier. And it's like, okay, like that's cool, but like, So still, awesome game, love it. There's stuff in this game that you've never seen before in anything ever. There's wild reveals, wild twists, like it's crazy. But just in my 10, it's number 4, disappointingly so, actually. But I loved it. I want to get into spoilers, but I can't because Taylor's here. I know he's going to play it. But the ending to this game is fucking crazy. The ending to this game, like if it was just the ending, this game would be number 1 easy, because there's nobody in the world that could come up with that ending except him. It's nuts. The people who have played it on staff that are in here know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's wild. The last 2 hours, one of these reveals made me laugh my ass off so hard. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah, great game.
I need to play both of those. I've only made like 5 or 6 hours into the first one, and then the last time I tried to play it was whenever my child was very small, and carrying around a crying baby sort of was not the thing I needed at that moment. So
yeah,
I think I'm ready now.
Yeah, and I think it'll also connect with you in a really interesting way because you're a father. There's a lot of parental stuff in this game. It's very diluted of like, not diluted in like watery, but like diluted down a messaging of parenting and love and care. It's really precious. It's a precious game. It has such a sweet core. Yeah. Number 3, Mon Bazoo. This game is so good, guys. Have you not played it yet?
It's got a penis on the map, Zachary. You can't fool me. You can't
It
fool
looks like it has a few, to be honest with you.
Listen, so this game is in kind of the realm of like Brazilian Drug Lord 3 for me, because it takes this like the structure like of a survival kind of game, right? Like, yeah, you have to eat food, you have to make money to eat food and eat and drink water. In this game, it's maple syrup because you're Canadian, of course, duh. But your goal is obviously to like rebuild your car and kind of get that up because you want to race cars and you want to be kind of cool and stuff. But instead of it being kind of like a survival game where you die, it's what it does is it sets you in this kind of impoverished area of Canada, and you live in a trailer and you don't have any electricity, like, because you're poor and you have to make money to get electricity, to fix your car, to get money. So it like uses poverty in the real world sense in a survival game aspect. And it's really cool. And it also is, I think it's awesome that it's everything's in French. So for you as like an American or whatever, it looks like it's just some like fantasy land, but it's just French, It's like, it's just really cool that the way it does that, where it makes it feel like this isn't a real place, but it is. Like, I have a friend online I've known for almost a decade now, and he lives in a place like this, which is kind of just like in the middle of nowhere, like Canada, in the middle of nature, but it's like really poor and impoverished because of governmental things or whatever. But people make do. Like, people like chop wood and make money, or they sell things and make money, and that's what you do in this game. And so it's like it's really fun kind of combination of real world gameplay that I just and am kind of obsessed with. There's also a button to call someone a slur, but it's a Canadian slur, so it's safe.
Okay.
Number 2, Angeline Era, fellas. Fellas, the East series is one of my favorite series ever. East 1 and 2 are definitely my favorites of that series. They're in my top 5 favorite games of all time. And it's because of the way the combat works in that game, where you don't press a button to attack, you run into stuff to attack. So you have to hit a thing to attack it. And then the way you level up is there's no like real grinding to it. You just kind of naturally discover upgrades through the levels and stuff. Angeline Era kind of takes that concept of the bump / mechanic of running into things and leveling up your person, and it just expands on it. So it uses the bump / mechanics for combat, and then it also, you in those levels, you find these little things that you use to level up. So there's a real nice increase of power. But this little square right here in the middle, this is kind of the open world map, and it's massive. This is just the opening area, but every square here potentially is a level, right? So there's no like thing saying level here. You have to walk to each square and kind of investigate it. And you investigate, you can get a level, and then you fight a level, and then it will open up something on the map. So there is no like one right way to play through the game, because every single square is potentially, a thing, and there's so many different ways to go. It's massive, sprawling. It's a 40-hour game. It's crazy. It's huge. It's amazing. It's also set in our world. It's set in Earth, and kind of this like, it's Earth? A post on Earth, but it's a post-apocalyptic world, but in a like kind of Gnostic biblical sense. So if you're familiar with like old Bible kind of lore and stuff, it's set in kind of a
Couldn't help
post
yourself, huh?
post that.
Mhm.
I mean, that's kind of the shit that I like. So, you know, that's why it's here. So whenever you talk to people who are these like scholars, they'll quote the Bible to you, and it's like, oh, okay, like it's really interesting having it being told to you by someone who's like a dolphin or someone who's like an angel. It's just weird, but it's like, this is my world. I'm familiar with this. It's really good. I love the combat. The upgrades you get are so fun. You get a gun at some point. The writing's really good. The bosses are incredible. To be like an East game like this, you have to have really good bosses and really good music, and it does. It's infinitely replayable in its little bits, right? So you like, the levels are hard, so whenever you die, you're like, it's not so long that you're like, I don't want to go back. So you're kind of just inspired to keep going. It's really good. I think it's like $25, $20. I don't know, but it's made by a husband and wife team. Melos Haitani is the head developer. He's made Anodyne 2 and All Your Ages, which is a free visual novel. He's a really good developer. I like his stuff, and this is just crazy. It's just so interesting. Someone took the one like kind of niche thing that I'm obsessed with, like the East games. Like, I just want more East 1 and 2 games, and this guy was like, yeah, you know what? I'll make one. It's awesome. So, game of the year, the number one. This game, guys, I literally cannot tell you guys how much I love this game. This is like, sorry.
Death Stranding 2 again.
No, Absalom, dude. This game
So good.
is fucking incredible. Like, it's the first roguelike I've like. This year's had really good roguelikes in it. There's been a ton of them. This is the first one I played where it's like, oh, this feels like a complete package. Like, the combat is a arcade beat 'em up, but it's made by the .emu guys, so they have a lot of prestige going into this. This is their first original IP, and all the art's done by this like French art house. It's all hand drawn. So you have this gameplay that is beat 'em up, but then you have the roguelike elements that I think is like the best way I've ever seen roguelike elements implemented into a game. Because it'll be like when you do a punish on a character, activate this. So when you're playing, you're naturally going to be pushing to activate these mechanics within the 2D side-scrolling genre, right? So it's like every single attack or like every single skill that you get is naturally going to fit into how you play this 2D game, but it also feels like a Devil May Cry game where you have like all these cancels, you have parries, you have dodges, you have these clashes. Like, if you do your heavy attack when an enemy does their attack at the same time, you clash and they bounce back, and there's abilities that proc off of that. So but it's like, it's a game where you have to actually engage with every single mechanic in it, or you won't be good at it, right? Like, or you won't be able to like activate your best skill that you just randomly got. And every skill also just changes how you play. So it's like every time you play, it's so different. Every character, you have these characters down here. You have the dwarf. He's like a little brawler, grappler. You have Grindola. She's this like she's like a necromancer, swordsman, fighter. She's super cool. Then you have Braum, who's this frog. He's sick. And then you have Citrus, who is a bandit. And she has like a robot arm, not a robot arm, but she has an arm that like stretches and grabs things. So like, for example, Citrus, you want to build her to be like kind of crit and fast, but she has that arm that she can...
Cider. Is it cider?
Cider. Yeah. So she can like reach and grab things. And then you have Braum, who's like this like he plays kind of like Urian from Street Fighter Third Strike. So you have these barriers you set up, and you hit things against your barriers. Then you activate your ult, and you make 3 of yourself and more walls, and you're bouncing things off of walls or throwing projectiles and stuff.
And he's a frog.
And he's a frog. And he's probably the coldest motherfucker in this whole game too. But yeah, like, so besides that, there's also this really engrossing story that is ever evolving. Like, each character has something different to tell you about the world, and each place you go, each continent you go to, each map you go to, they'll have a different insight. And then that insight can unlock something for another character to do at that spot. So you're constantly finding lore tidbits and world tidbits to like to go and fight this bad guy. He's down here at the bottom left. He's just like, so basically a bunch of mages got together one day and are like, we're gonna do this awesome mage thing, and they're like, cool. And it was like really powerful, and people got scared. So he stepped in and he contained it, which is kind of back here. And then he was like, you know what? Now I'm going to genocide all these mages. So like he started killing all these mages, but it's for the better good because the mages, you know, created so much power. So these 4 people that you play as are like a disciple of a hidden mage, and you're kind of bringing magic back into the world. But you're also stopping a genocidal fascist ruler. It's
on the nose.
It's incredible. The story is genuinely really good. The characters are awesome. They're all voice acted too. There's a lot in this game, a lot of mechanics, a lot of things, but it's a game that I found myself coming back to consistently and digging into it more, and just being rewarded each time I actually executed a parry or executed a dodge or executed a combo. Like, it's so fun, and it's such a well integrated combat story system. But yeah, before I leave, Brome down here, if you didn't read his quote, he says, "You declared war upon me before I was even born. Now I bring every drop of my rage to end it." Brome is awesome. His whole race was genocided by this guy, and he's like, I'm here to fuck you up. But yeah, that is my game of the year. This game, incredible. Okay.
Awesome.
Whee!
Yay.
Woo. Yay.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Zach.
Ah.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Well, I've got mine loaded up. I could just do mine since
Let's
mine's
do it.
just ready to go.
By the way, hello,
Uh,
Taylor. Taylor has joined us.
Yeah, quite a while
I've been
ago.
here for like most of that.
I know,
stuff.
but people didn't hear.
We can also get cheap
Yeah.
views.
Yeah.
Cheap
What
views.
about streamboo.com?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we get into gimmick, I'm just gonna say that mine's I trimmed mine down quite a bit. I didn't include any movies or anything in it. I was gonna, but at the very, very end, after we're out of gimmick here, I'll rattle off a few of the other non-gaming things that I want to talk about. But for the most part, mine's being presented as a think of it like a science review of the year. We discovered some new elements, so obviously I have to put the safety glasses on to.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I got to get in the. I was gonna bring my lab coat from work, but I didn't. I was too lazy to do that.
Fuck.
So as you will see here, I represent the SideQuesting Institute of Examining, Studying, and Evaluating Video Entertainment Nonsense, 6-7. We've got
No.
and we are
My
here-
teenager would be very proud of you.
we are here to discuss some new elements we discovered over the last 12 months. So first up, we've got, this is element 7. This is Snakeesium, because I'm a basic bitch, and I loved the Metal Gear Solid Delta remake.
Okay.
Just because it's a really good remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. It's, you know, it's not the OG.
This guy likes slop.
I like slop. I can't help it. It's a good looking playing. If you like Metal Gear Solid 3, guess what? It's Metal Gear Solid 3. That's why it's 7 and not something else. But regardless, that's it. We got number 7. Next up is BZ. If anyone would like to guess what BZ is going to be short for.
Mon Bazell.
Bonanzium.
It is Bonanza.
Yeah.
Element 6, Donkey Kong Bonanza. This is one of those games where Nintendo put their heads to something, had an idea, and just executed it perfectly. Just a real Nintendo running on full cylinders for a video game. I played this to death. I destroyed entire islands in this game. I think this is one of Nintendo's most thoroughly enjoyable from start to finish, just sort of standalone games, like in a while. Out like even stuff like Zelda, so kind of like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, sort of dragged on a bit, but this just it was short and sweet, and it had a good gimmick to it, so I loved it. Element 5 DG. Some people, this is Doomgaimium. Doom the Dark Ages.
Honestly, forgot that game came out.
Honestly, I forgot that game came out too.
Poor game, because this game fucking whips ass.
This game's really good. It's not that it's not good.
Yeah. It's solid. It is. You feel so powerful in this game. You got the weight to Doom Guy, the shield system, everything about it is just you feel unstoppable. Like it's so good. It's got a good aesthetic. I loved everything about Dark Ages. But like you, I did forget about it quite a bit. So it's got a half-life of about 2.5 minutes in the brain. But I was looking at other stuff a couple weeks ago, and I saw this had come out, and I was like, "Oh wait, that was this year!" And I love it. So that sits at this beautiful spot. Element 4, BX. Any guesses? Any
What's a B? All right, hit me.
Is this Ball X Pit?
It's Ballpedium, yes.
Yeah.
I'm still playing it. I was playing it before the podcast. I will play it after the podcast. This is, as Zach said earlier, there was a lot of roguelikes this year, and a lot of roguelikes that are deserving to be in this area.
You know what?
I had 3 on my top 10.
Yeah.
Dude.
I think Ball X Pit eclipsed out of.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. It's not X. It's just Ball Pit.
It's just Ball Pit.
I don't give a shit.
Ball Cross Pit.
I think it eclipsed out of the roguelite genre.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think it's an incremental arcade game.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know what? That's fair.
Anyway, I have my own list.
I like that
save
way.
it. I'll save it. I'll save it.
Look, it's Arkanoid, but not. I don't know. It's
in all the right ways.
Yeah,
it's like if pinball tables were cool.
Yeah,
guys, I gotta say, I didn't like this game. Anyways,
well, everyone can be wrong once in a while.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell
several times.
Don't worry until JJ gets to my list.
Number 3. This one should be
Kojimium.
Yeah.
Kojimium.
I don't need that. Like, that was instant, brother.
That one was interesting. Yeah,
is this number 4 too?
No, this is 3. So close.
Oh,
We're
close,
in the same zone. We're in the same zone.
A little better.
A little better.
We're drifting.
Here's the thing about Death Stranding. I do not like playing Death Stranding. I don't find the game particularly fun after a couple of hours. However, I'm so consumed by what Kojima is doing with this game that it absolutely doesn't matter to me at the end. It's like, I wish this game was a different game, but I don't care.
Luckily, there's a movie adaptation coming soon.
Just a season of an anime is what you would prefer this to be.
Yeah.
I still want
is what makes it good.
I still want to interact with it. I don't want to passively take it in. That's why I'm committed to playing the game.
Taylor's gone. There's a moment where you're holding the controller and you're like, "Oh shit, JJ knows what I'm talking about. There's
Yes, I
fire.
know.
There's fire involved.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen in an anime, by the way. That wouldn't feel the same here. So just saying.
But I'm not saying I completely hate the game as a game, but I don't know. After a while, I kind of get. But like you said, it does. After about a halfway point in this game, it fixes some stuff for me. Anyways, we can move on now that Taylor's back.
Thank you.
Number 2.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I
that one's gonna get me. Oh shit!
Moana came out. The live action one. I couldn't get enough of it.
Holy shit!
I couldn't really figure out anything funny for this, but it just made sense when you see that it's Luminous Arise. Luminisium. I don't know.
Luminous was so far off my radar. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. This is up there in one second favorite puzzle game of all time. I really loved Luminous when it was on the PSP originally, and it's seen some re-releases throughout the years. I have the remaster that they did on the Switch and everything, but this sort of took the core of Luminous and just amped it times 10. And once I get locked in on Luminous, it's like the Balatro situation where
Hey, brother, you enter the flow state.
Yeah, I just enter that state and nothing can shake me from it.
Low key, he just entered the flow state.
Yeah.
Guys.
But yeah, this game just absolutely checks all of my boxes. And number 1 game.
I
think that is what it is. Sectorium, baby.
What?
Sectoria.
What's this bullshit?
What is this?
What is?
If you haven't played Sectori, I am telling you all right now to play Sectori. It is a twin stick shooter in the vein of Geometry Wars, but amped up. It really sort of locks you in to its. It gets its.
If there's ever a JJ game, this is it.
This game.
How does
I
one
believe it.
spell this game? I didn't actually understand the title.
SeKtori.
Yes, Sectori.
There are sectors.
Yes, the level changes as you go along. You're collecting your little bits, just like a Geometry Wars.
JJ's my little bit.
Yeah.
Collecting bits this whole show.
It lets you sort of upgrade certain parts of your ship as you're playing along. You get a shield. You get a sort of slam move, which is kind of cool. And it's, I don't know, man. It's without getting your mitts on it, it's hard to really sort of understand just how sort of perfect. This is a video game.
Are we sure this made the official SideQuesting cutoff for release date?
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
When's the release?
Yes.
It was November 18th. I was just being silly.
Yeah, he was just being he was just being a little bitch down there.
I was gonna say half of Zach's
being a
ones
bitch.
were on in December, were they not?
Yeah.
At least 2 of them.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
Good thing our show is in January.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this this started making its rounds amongst a bunch of people on on social media, especially critics and Jeff Grubb and guys like that.
That guy produces our show.
Yeah, and
That's true.
probably never would have.
Listen, I know it's technically true from a Patreon perspective, but you put it that way is so funny.
So
I just want to imagine Grubb just in the background, just running everything. You could just click the button and end it all right now.
Yeah, just end it. Yeah. God willing, really, but no.
Please, Grubb, please.
God willing, he'll end me today.
I'm just gonna let you. I'm just gonna sit on. You know what? I'll just go back to the side questing logo at the beginning here, or we can look at the
Lovely.
6-7 joke again if we really
Nope.
want to.
No, it's
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
You had to cheat using the X. in
Yeah,
advance
you
Yeah.
there.
cheated. You could just do it.
No,
did
that's a
X-
trope. He's playing on
It's
the
a trope. I'm
trope.
playing
He's
in
playing on the
tropes, you
trope.
losers. Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of things in here that really were sort of like.
That's crazy.
Blanking.
I have to add Sectori to my.
It's so good, man. I know we're all goofing on it and everything, but it genuinely is just so.
No, like this is like there. So many times there are like you get the game paralysis moment of like, what the fuck do I play? And this looks like that's like, I'll pick up and play a game myself.
I mean, if you ever liked Geometry Wars, which most people did, owned an Xbox 360.
Plus, the shit looks like it would whip on Steam Deck. So
it does. That's pretty much where I exclusively play
Well,
it.
while y'all are doing that, I'm
also
reading
was
all the
playing with this
negative
one.
reviews.
Oh, good for you.
and so recent reviews are overwhelmingly positive. What the fuck are you talking?
I had to. I'm filtering by negative. I got. I got to check it out.
I choose to view the negatives.
Go from negative up.
Yep.
This motherfucker's like, it's not half full. It's all empty.
It's all empty.
It's all empty. Yeah. So, there you go.
Love it.
There's actually a wealth of shmups this year. There were some really good, like crazy shmups popping up. Another one that I was really liked was Birdcage, which I think was my recommendation.
Great movie.
Yeah, I think it was my recommendation on the zine. It is
Hold on.
It is a shmup with a Metal Gear Solid aesthetic, and you have a sword, and it's
trailer.
Is that true?
It's on the very back page.
Yeah, it was. Birdcage.
Yeah, Birdcage.
There you go.
It's a killer shmup, man. And it leans into the Metal Gear. It's got codec messages and everything. It leans into Metal Gear Solid hard.
Man, there's so many games I didn't fucking play this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than the 3 you usually keep on your list of best of the year.
Dude, brother, it's really bad this year though.
Safety glasses can come off
Nice.
now.
I think next. Do you have what else you got, Jay? That's it? Okay.
I don't need to go into what Marty Supreme was my favorite movie, and Absolute
All right.
Batman's the best ongoing comic book series.
All right. Sam wanted to go next, so Sam, I'm
I
going to
just
share
figured
yours.
I'd volunteer.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned to everybody that was here early in the chat, with a lot of this game of the year stuff, if I think about it for too long, it gets too serious. So I decided starting at 8:00 today is when I was going to do this. We started at 9, so
Brother, I did the same thing. 8:04.
Yeah, it was
You guys are
actually
fucking. You guys are fucking cowards. I started at 9:15.
I wrote like half a
relate?
notes app in my phone, and, then I didn't
and
finish
much
it.
like all of us, Google Slides is what I used.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys, but Google's AI did in fact
Write it for you. Great job.
recommended that I use a end of Q4 like presentation. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is SideQuesting's 2025 Q4, Sam's best of 2025's presentation. The legal authorities did tell me to say that we should have space for legal copy. They did not give me legal copy to put. Here we go. Great. So here's the roadmap of my presentation. Sucked. Hey, there were some games that came out that were like good, and at the time I would have told you were like game of the year, but thinking back on them, they kind of sucked. Much like Zach Quest, our good friend, he also plays a lot of games from the past, and so do I. So we're going to talk about some of those. We're also going to talk about games that I probably would have liked more if I played them more. And then we're going to get to the games that I actually want to talk about. And then we're going to talk about Zenless for like 15 minutes at the end. Okay. I mean, 2.5 update, baby. Hey, we'll get there. Anyways,
we're all
ahead. So
one on the bunny, one on the bunny.
Okay, so Avowed. Wow. Hey, does everybody remember that game came out this year?
It's coming out on PS5 this year.
Yes, it was apparently so memorable that I didn't want to play Outer Worlds 2 about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
brother, this format is killing me.
I love
Doom: The Dark Ages. I played through, I want to say 75% of that game, and that was one that I was going to get back to. I think it came out in like May. I never got back to it. So hey, and then Battlefield 6. Man, the beta was good. That's about where it ends. I mean, this one just talks for itself. I know it's just I know it's a bad opinion, but it also takes 20 hours for that game to go anywhere. And then spoilers, they kill the only character that has any interest in the beginning of the game because they want you to feel emotional impact. Great. And then they set up none of the other characters, but then spend the next 45 hours doing that. So
that game, dude, I don't understand why this game popped off like it did, but whatever.
Listen, it's fine, but so it's Final Fantasy 13, and people need to understand that. Also, Mon Ami.
Dude, it makes it feel like it's a fucking sign-up, though.
Okay, Gambit.
Great. So let's check back in on our yearly staples. So Zenless Zone Zero, again, 2.5 update, still hot as hell. Best gotcha in the game.
Wait. Hot as hell as in the game, or we're talking about
the characters?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
everybody.
I've also been a firm believer, and that is the best aesthetic in video gaming right now.
How firm?
A very firm believer. Fortnite
had almost hard.
Fortnite had The Simpsons. If you like The Simpsons at all and you missed out on that Fortnite map, sucks to be you, man. That was actually really cool. And I haven't even liked The Simpsons in like 15 years, and I thought it was great. Gran Turismo 7. They added an endurance racing mode and a power pack that you have to pay $30 for, but it does come with $5 million. So that can't even get you 1/4 of the two $20 million vehicles that you need to purchase to complete the packs that they give you in that game. But great games. I recommend playing all of them. Maybe other than... Oh, no, Fortnite has South Park in it right now. So maybe try it out. These are definitely AI people, though, right? Like, these are the photos that were in here.
It certainly looks like it, but they also have such access to, like,
people's photos. Yeah, I also, you could tell me that they're all, like, year 2 to 5 engineers at Google. I don't know what that means, and I would still believe you. So these are games that I need to play more and want to spend more time with in the year 2020.
The Zeta 8 came out this year?
Yeah,
man.
The DLC for that game came out in December 18th, I believe. Yeah. Tokyo Extreme Racer released in 1.0 this year. I played like 40 hours of that game in 2024, it feels like. So I've got to get back to that. Kirby Air Ride. I wish more people played that. What a great racing game. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, also a good game. Really, the selling point for that game is the share pass or whatever the thing with Switch 2, where they can essentially play the game split screen but on a Switch 1. Highly recommend that for that game. That's like a dumb game where you want to play co-op with people, but it sucks playing on the same screen together. But if you have a Switch 1, you can do that game share. Highly recommend. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds kind of sucks, but I want to play more of it.
I'm enjoying it.
It was funny, dude. It sucks.
It's okay, but like it's certainly not like what's going to be on the next page.
The Cross Worlds mechanic is better than Mario Kart World's open world mechanic, and I will stand by that.
I mean, you can huff Sonic Shorts as much as you want, but it's not going to make that statement true. And Windswept is a great platformer and is the spiritual successor to Super Mario World, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. And if you call yourself a Mario fan or you love that game and you haven't played Windswept, that's a mistake. Go play that game now. Great. Best games, but not the best. Hey, guess what's at the top right there? That's Stranding 2. Man, Kojima's really cool. I can skateboard on a coffin.
Yeah.
Like I get, man, it there. I mean, I don't want to go into spoiler territory, but you get really cool weapons. I love playing Amazon Delivery Man, and there's nothing better than putting on a podcast and planning out what is going to be a 2.5-hour route in Death Stranding and doing all those deliveries. To try to get the platinum trophy, I still haven't going to plan to do that. Donkey Kong Bonanza, you puncture the world until there is no more world. Great game. Destruction, a great theme. Destruction and creation, a great theme throughout this year's games. Hades 2. Again, I played that game so much before it came out that I just haven't played it at all since it came out. So I really need to commit to playing Hades 2. And it's also just kind of more Hades with like another story. So did you like Hades 1? There's Hades 2.
Well, they really leaned into that with the original ending too. They're like, hey, you want to know Hades 1? Like, no, I want to know Hades 2. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Little Rocket Lab. You'll notice that Shapes 2 isn't on here because it's not fully out yet. And Little Rocket Lab also added that extra Stardew Valley, like, why don't you get to know the community aspect that I crave. Mega Bonk, as we talked about earlier.
That's just good.
An incredible roguelike. You get a skeleton man who rides a skateboard early on, and that was the I'm committed to this game forever. And then Mario Kart World. You can do a kickflip with a car onto a wall ride, onto a grind rail, just like Titanfall 2. Rip Vince Impaldi.
I do like that there was a common thread. You just like locomotion that lets you do wild shit. You're like, I could skateboard on a coffin. I can skateboard on I got skeleton.
I mean, why wouldn't you not be able to skateboard on everything? Hades 2 Dash is very cool. Donkey Kong, you can skateboard on rocks or meat or leaves or pretty much anything. All right, actual games of the year. According to me, at roughly 8:55 p.m. today.
Hell yeah!
These are the top 3. Arc Raiders. Holy shit! I've started playing this game in the last like 6 to 10 days, essentially, and I can't stop. I'm already done with all the content in the game. It is insane. I play mostly passively, unless I'm playing with 3 people. And then we get spicy, but only in like fair ways. We usually announce when we're coming for that ass. And it's just fun to play that game passively and like help people out and watch as you see a raider flare go off in the distance after you hear an explosion. Very funny. And also a great game. But again, it gets spicy with the more people you play. So it's like a multiplayer game, but you don't want to play with people because it gets spicier. So kind of weird. Ball Pit, which may actually be my game of the year. Man, if they made an arcade, if somebody makes a physical arcade cabinet that is Ball Pit, I will be buying that arcade cabinet, and I hope it's set up like a pinball table. Man, Ball Pit is so much fun. I played it for free on Game Pass. I have now committed to buying it on Switch 2.
Yeah.
So I own it, mostly because I will not be a Game Pass subscriber somewhere in 2026. But hey,
welcome.
And then honestly, my real multiplayer recommendation for the year is Roadcraft.
Hell yeah!
Wow. Man, if you told me that one of the best things I did this year was move dirt to create a bridge with no other context, I probably would have believed you, but also wouldn't have. But man, Roadcraft is so good. They also a game they added an expansion to that I haven't played any of, so I'm looking to get back into that. But according to PlayStation's version of Wrapped, this is the highest played game that I spent on PlayStation this year. So
that's crazy.
I would highly recommend Roadcraft. Even if you're doing it alone. Again, great podcast game. It's on everything. Apparently it runs okay on Steam Deck. So maybe check it out there. And that's it. That's all I got.
If you like Death Stranding, you'll love Roadcraft.
I wanted. Really, there's an article to be written about how like maybe the 3 best games this year: Roadcraft, Death Stranding 2, And hold on, I need to go back to look at my list. What was Donkey Kong. Are all three about both building and destructing to create the things that you need in that game and your path forward.
Yeah, but can you play
great.
guitar? Can you play guitar in that game?
Which game?
Roadcraft. Can you play guitar?
But you can listen to some sick guitar.
Yeah. No, you can listen to a whole bunch of butt rock.
Yeah.
There
Sonic fan. I love that.
There is. I got him. I'm gonna hate that I forget her name. I think it's Emily, confirmed MILF, that leads you through all the missions.
Pardon?
Great. Yeah, there's the one character that talks to you in the game, like that runs the shop, like talks to you both like a sassy like lady, and also says like things.
Her first name is Emily. Her middle name is confirmed.
Yeah, she says some.
I'm buying this game. Hold on.
I'm buying this game. Hold on. And then she talks about needing to go back to her, children. And we were just playing the game once, and my one friend Jeremiah just goes, "Whoa, confirmed MILF." It's literally the only thing I think about when I think about that game now. But incredible. Highly recommend. Again, thank you. If you have any questions, I direct you towards our legal team, or I encourage you to email dally@sidequesting.com.
Woo!
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy that game with the MILF in it.
Yeah, what was that one, by the way?
It's called Roadcraft.
Fucking Roadcraft, bro.
Oh shit! All right.
Wait, maybe we can make a argument that the best games of the year have MILFs in them. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding 2, and Roadcraft. I'm just saying.
Ball Pit, baby.
And when Zach says Donkey Kong Bonanza, he means monkey, doesn't he?
Yes, right. Yeah, not the 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about Pauline. I'm talking about the sexy ass monkey. What?
Monkey.
Of course.
All
right.
I just want to make a slight correction. Her name is Kelly, and it's a big thing in the road crafting community because in the DLC they did not have her reprise her role to re-record lines, so it sounds as if Kelly got fired for the DLC, and everybody was very upset about it.
As they should be.
So if you search Lady in Roadcraft, like I did to confirm the name, the first thing that comes up is a Reddit post that says DLC, Kelly got fired or what?
Justice for Kelly.
The communities, or is she on a long deserved vacation or even a sabbatical? So that could be true. Finally get time to go see your kids.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was amazing. Thank you, and I think our next quarter will be even better based off the information you've given.
That's literally my week. Every fucking week. That's what I have to sit through. By the way,
I just love that one really got Zach. That's good.
Okay, goodness. Who wants to go next? Tyler, Taylor. All right, Tyler, you
one of the T's. I don't care.
I'll let you go.
Yeah, I don't have a presentation or anything.
Wow.
After 3 in a row, I'm like, yeah, now I get to look like.
How will I know how our charts are doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Is the number going up or is it going down? What do I do?
Right now, it's going down. I can assure you.
Are we in the red or the green? I must know.
Okay, I do have a small gimmick though, which is games that did not come out this year, but I played for the first time and I really enjoyed them. I'm just gonna run through a couple of these real quick. Yakuza 4. I've been working slowly through the Yakuza series. I really enjoyed 4. 3 was okay as well, but 4 was the best out of the ones that I finished this year. I'm still working on 5. It definitely feels like after you shift down into how rough Yakuza 3 can be, 4 feels more like, okay, you can see the vision, you see what's going on. All the characters are fun to play as, except for Saejima. Saejima kind of sucks, but I don't really like the big, heavy beaters that much. But Tanimura was really fun to play as, and so was Akiyama. He was kind of the standout of that one, and you start the game as him, so it's kind of disappointing to see him just go away after the first 5 hours. But really enjoyed that one. Really enjoying 5 as well. Hoping to get through a lot more of the series in 2026. Maybe even catch up. Who knows? A lot of Yakuza games coming out all the time. I feel always behind. Kiwami 3 is actually coming out in February. So, but next game that did not come out this year. Going to combine these because they're pretty similar. Resident Evil 2 and 3. I've been the original ones. I've been playing through all the Resident Evil games to warm up to Resident Evil 9, also coming out next month. Probably not going to make it. I'm on the remake of Resident Evil 1 right now, going in release order. So finished Code Veronica the other night. But I was really impressed with 2 and 3. It was my first time playing those. And I will say I don't really like difficulty in horror games, like action difficulty. I like to just enjoy the vibes and just roll through. And the PS5 releases on their emulator have like rewind and save states and all that stuff. It was real fun to rewind and like master running through a line of zombies and not get hit, which is not something I have the luxury to do whenever I don't have something like that. So, but 2 is also like on easy mode. It's like so easy you probably don't even really need the rewind that much. 3 is a hoot with Nemesis as well. Absolutely a good time. I definitely understand why people were complaining about cutting the clock tower in the remake. I really enjoyed the clock tower section of the original. Just really enjoying going through these games, and especially because like I've played these in a really weird order before, like kind of really jumping around. I've never finished like original 4, so like I'm excited to get to original 4.
Ooh,
I know.
dude.
Yeah, I've played it a few times, but like I've never finished it. So
That game is so good. It's crazy. It's insane.
I don't know why I've never like gone in release order and actually played all the Resident Evil games. I've just jumped around really weirdly. So really excited to get through all those.
I don't think there's a benefit.
I don't think you really need to. Yeah.
It's fun for me to do this.
Okay.
I'm unfortunately not going.
Listen,
I'm not going all the way into the rabbit hole.
Hey.
I'm not
Start
going in all the way into the
Fantasy
rabbit hole
1
to,
and then go one.
Yes. I've been trying to do that too, but 3 has been boring me, and I keep quitting. But yeah, no, I'm not doing like Survivor or any of the weird ones. So it's editing it a little bit, but also I forgot that we had played this because it was like back in like March or whatever, whenever we finished it. But Persona 3 Reload is a really good remake. I love Persona 3. It might still be my favorite of the Persona games. And that's a really good remake. It actually makes Tartarus fun. I'm still mad that they did not include the female protagonist because she's honestly better than the male protagonist, in my opinion. She's a cutie. But I whatever, it's fine. I'll live. He's the canon root. That's all they want to acknowledge. But whatever. It's a great game. Really enjoy it.
I wanna add on something here. It's crazy to me that they remade an old ass game and kept the weird old ass shit in a new game.
Yeah.
It's like you have to stick to a schedule or you are screwed. Like it's crazy. I hope they stick with that for the 4th remake.
Yeah, the 4th remake I'm really looking forward to. And we did I followed a guide to like get all of the social links maxed on the first run because I knew I would need that schedule. And I know original 3 is the strictest with that. And I've played original 3 a few times. I didn't care to follow a guide this time because I wanted to see everybody's stories in that and see all the extra stuff. So that was a treat. It was nice to get all that done. And it's nice to see like all the male all the male party members get some attention because they weren't even social links in the original game. Okay, back on to a game that came out this year, but I didn't play it until a couple of days ago for game night. We had a really nice game night last night for Peak, and that game is really fun. We had a great time. It was me and my wife, and Dolly was with us for a round. Zero in the chat was with us for everything, and then Exogenous joined us for a little bit as well. That game's real fun.
You guys didn't have to listen to me until afterwards.
Yeah, Dolly's mic wasn't working, so we had to communicate through like crouching and nodding. And and Tessa's like trying to do a solo run in Peak as she's listening to us right now. She's on the couch on the Steam Deck trying to play. So
better things really to do in this podcast, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Awesome.
mine's
I
over.
feel
so-
I feel that.
But I do wish I had played it a little
Come
bit
on,
more like
Taylor.
in 2025.
Listen, I'm just saying that Sam's got the right vibe. He's never had the camera on. He gets to play games after he's done.
I'm taking notes. I have like 4 games from Zach's list I'm
Mhm.
playing. I still have Sakatorium.
Sam, don't
or
pretend
whatever
like
it is
that's
from
more than
JJ's
30
list.
seconds. You throw that shit on the Steam wish list and you move on. Come on. Anyway, sorry, Tyler.
No, you're good. You're good. He deserves it. I've never seen his face. I don't know what he looks like.
He's just a cat. He's just a cat.
It's a
You
cat.
know, in that group picture he posted, he's that guy with the long hair. So
Okay,
if you-
I'll have to
yeah.
look back at that and try to find him.
What's funny is
And he's
everybody
short.
thinks
He's short. Don't forget he's short.
Everybody thinks
Damn.
I'm the cat. I'm actually been the baguette the whole time.
Yeah.
This man's a piece of fucking garlic bread.
God, speaking of the French and baguettes, a special mention to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I understand why there's not a whole lot of love for it. I do have my own problems with it. It's not a perfect video game, but I really enjoyed it for what it was. I want more indie JRPGs like this. I don't want them
FRPG,
all.
buddy. Take it back.
Yeah,
JRPG.
Yeah.
JE.
I don't care. I don't care
Yeah.
what country the devs are from, just so long as they take inspiration from like Final Fantasy X and shit like that.
Mhm.
But I don't want everybody to copy the Paper Mario but Souls formula, which was probably my least favorite part of the game. I ended up dipping it down to easy, but I feel like that's what I'm going to get. I feel like in 5 years, whenever we get all the imitators coming out, it is going to be a lot of that. And I'm going to be very
5 years. Holy
disappointed.
shit, dude.
Yeah, you know I'm right. 5 years.
oh,
it
I
feels like
know.
everybody-
I know. It's crazy.
But I still enjoyed it for what it was. I thought everybody's like performance was great. I hate that my man Ben Starr did not get best performance at Game of the Year, but Jennifer English was also great.
He's really good.
Mhm.
I do feel like that part of the reason why a certain character got the shaft, as Sam mentioned, was because they hired Charlie Cox for just a day. But
Well, it
I'm
doesn't
sure the
matter
man
who
is
played the
expensive.
character. They were still getting the chippy chop real early.
Yeah,
Honestly, the best performance is still the inflatable clown that says Mon Ami every 5
Mon
seconds.
ami.
Mon ami.
Yeah.
Oh, Mon Ami.
he's great. I love him. But yeah, no,
SKA?
it's a good game.
SKA?
Yeah, SKA. Yeah,
SKA.
SK, yes.
Yeah.
SK fucking
but-
rules. It
Oh, what
actually
did you
actually
know?
actually
what do you
carries
mean
the
your
whole
friend died, Mon Ami?
actually
he-
carries the whole game.
He carries the game for sure.
Oh yeah, SK is great. So yeah, it's not a perfect game, but it was a great game. It deserves the praise that it gets for the most part. It's got some problems, but hopefully a sequel will iron it out. Hopefully we'll get games that take the right stuff from it and not the wrong stuff. I'm not super helpful on that, but we'll see. Next on my list of games that actually came out this year, Silent Hill F. Silent Hill's back, baby.
That
In
game is
Japan in the 1960s.
that game's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. And again, like I said with my Resident Evil spot, I don't like hard horror games. I don't care for like, difficulty in stuff like that. I just want to enjoy the vibes, enjoy the story, have a good time. Setting Silent Hill F on combat story mode or whatever they call it, the easy. And thank God they brought back the separated difficulty levels from like the older games for puzzle and combat, because the puzzles are great. Loving the puzzles. Put that on normal. I would be willing to try a hard playthrough sometime for puzzles. Fuck the combat. Just put it on easy and just blaze through. Half the mechanics don't even matter whenever you're on easy. It does get a bit repetitive having to play it a bunch of times to get the whole story. I know that's Ryukishi 07's thing, basically, because I've played Higurashi. He does the same thing there with looping through stuff and having new stuff happen. I still need to do one more playthrough for the final ending. It's just I played through it like 2 or 3 times in a row and got a little burnt out on it. But still a great game. Absolutely worthy of the Silent Hill name. I'm a believer that Silent Hill games do not have to be set in Silent Hill now. I'm eager to see where they go next with the series. It's good, and I don't want the haters to overblow. Like it's not a perfect game. Like, maybe the combat isn't great, but again, it's completely diluted by just playing on easy, which is what I was going to do anyway. I did Silent Hill 2 remake on easy as well, and just beat people with a pipe all the time, and it was great. So sometimes you don't need your horror games to actually be hard. Sometimes dying a bunch just makes it annoying.
What they need to do is set the next Higurashi in Silent Hill. That's the.
There we go.
Well, the thing
I was
with
a little
like
different. I was a little disappointed that I didn't find a note that like referenced Tina Mizawa. I was waiting for that.
The thing with like survival horror games is like the puzzles are so mentally like they take up so much space in your brain that the combat is just kind of secondary. So putting on easy is obviously the move.
Yeah.
Which is why I recommend Sorry We're Not Closed, by the way. Check that game out. It fits this thing. I want to push that game. Anyways, pass back over to you.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, I mean, I wrote a whole article about how much I love puzzles in horror games for Halloween. So I mean, I do love a good puzzle in horror games. Those are more important to me than combat. So and Silent Hill F had some good puzzles. I used it as an example in that article. So yep, number 2, let me double check my list. Yes, Trails in the Sky first chapter.
Okay.
Absolutely adored that game. Well, adore it. I'm actually technically still playing it because that game is long and I'm playing it with my wife, so we both have to be in the right mood and the child has to be not active. So it's been a very slow playthrough, but I've been very much enjoying it. God, I'm ready to fully dive into Trails. I know it's going to take ages at the pace we play. Second chapter.
There's a new one coming out next month, dude. Come on.
I would recommend that not every Trails game is a duo endeavor. So I'm sorry to say.
Listen, if she wants to abandon ship, I will continue without her, but I will wait for her in the chat to say I want to be there. So
I mean, I'm just saying her first response was, "Wait, what game?" So, don't get me wrong, she course corrected. She said Trails, but
yeah. But no, Trails is great. Absolutely loving it. Again, another turn-based combat game that came out this year that was not Expedition 33. That's the other thing that gets me with that game is people acting like there was nothing between Persona 5 and Expedition. But whatever. But no, Trails has been fantastic. Really looking forward to getting fully into this series. Yes. And like I said, at this pace, it's great because I'll finish first chapter, be able to maybe take a break and play another game for a little bit, then get in the second chapter. Hopefully we get a remake of the third chapter. Are you okay, Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor, what the hell, bro?
That went
Taylor
crazy.
in
That
the
went
sky.
crazy.
It sounded like JJ's mind.
It's usually something that'll happen to me. Sorry, continue, Tyler.
No, you're good.
I did not believe how loud that was.
I just want to make sure you didn't break anything.
No. A box fell on the ground.
A box? Good lord.
Wow.
Anyway, yes. Definitely everybody check out Trails if you want a long running just anime storyline. I'm fully ready to get in now.
This studio has put out 2 games a year every year for 40 years.
I mean, what's crazy is that's only a slight exaggeration.
Yeah. Are they doing like an enhanced version of Yeast 10 as well this year at some point? Yeah. I'll get into Yeast at some point too. And then
dude, Yeast is so fucking good, dude. Holy shit, man.
I started with Yeast 1 whenever I was sick with the flu and couldn't handle it. I couldn't figure
You don't
out
have to do that one in
I
order
quit.
either, by the way.
Yeast 1 is like one of the best games ever made, period. You have to start with Yeast 1.
I'll try it again later.
I'm sorry, my friend Taylor keeps interrupting me.
It's fine. I need the interruption. I like having a little bit of bounce back. My number 1 game of the year, it should come as no surprise, is Digimon Storytime Stranger. That game whips. It's literally the first thing I did for this website was to write a preview for it, and I kind of forgot about every other game I was playing in October and just like finished it in one run, which is part of why I'm like behind on Trails and behind on like a bunch of other games that I'm playing, Silent Hill, all the other games on this list, is because I just binged 80 hours of Digimon and absolutely loved it. It is a great starter game if you are not familiar with Digimon as a concept. It was fun for me to watch like random ass streamers I had never heard of that were like, I'm a big Pokemon guy. I'm gonna try Digimon.
Mm.
The fuck is this thing? But it's absolutely great turn-based combat. The monster raising is great. They've ironed out a lot of the problems from like the previous story games like Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. Yes, Wormmon is in it. That's my wife's favorite Digimon. Patamon, my favorite Digimon, is one of the starters. Absolutely love my boy.
He
was
has
almost
genes
always my
now?
part. Yeah. And it, like I said, it's streamlining getting a lot of like the more difficult mons to get. I was able to get like, a lot of like the Digi eggs really easily for Magnemon and all that stuff. I could just sit here and just name Digimon at this point. We were getting consistent DLC. We had DLC last month that introduced a different version of Omnimon that I'm really into, Omnimon Alter S, who was in the 2020 reboot of the first series, which is not the best in the world, but it was okay. It like the combat it's simple. Like a lot of times I was just like sort of spamming the Angemon. There you go, Zero. Angemon. Yes, me to say Angemon. Yes. A lot of times I was just spamming like their ultimate moves, like their special moves, and just listening to the call outs over and over because it was nice to have just voice acting, English voice acting, which was not been a thing in the series for ever, I think, in the games anyway, because they've always been pretty low budget. This one feels like the one where they're like, oh yeah, if we put some money and time into this, we can actually do a really good job with this. Not to say that the older games weren't great. They all have their fans. I'm not the biggest into like the monster raising like world games, but the story games are great turn-based RPGs. If you need something that's not Pokemon, but you're still collecting monsters and stuff, absolutely recommend it. I love that game, and I will probably play it again in a couple of years whenever I've forgotten about it. I think another DLC is coming out soon. They're doing like 3 DLC packs, so I'll probably keep coming back to it every once in a while before I forget about it. But yes, all right. I think that's it. I think that's everything.
Excellent. And I will go next because we always save the best for last.
Yeah, we always save Taylor for last.
Oh, good. All right, one more drink it is.
One more drink. It's gonna be knocking more shit over. All right.
Whoa.
That's delicious. Dolly's favorite games of 2025.
Skyrim, bottom right.
I went with the food theme. So I got myself a wooden spoon and I got myself the wonderful oven mitts. So I got both of these. I'm going to try to.
We're going to get demonetized for this screen.
Hey,
man.
what was that? This was in 2025. What was that Macedonian sausage that I tried?
Oh, yeah.
That's a terrible question to ask out loud.
Yeah, no, kebab.
Hey, what was your sausage I had?
What else? That's a house sausage of yours that I had while I was at your house. It was great.
Yeah,
yeah, your sausage that you had was so good, dude. Can you tell me?
Can I get cited sources for these photos?
Pool Quest 2026, Sam. I'll get you some stacks of those. Anyways, favorite game 2025. I did a food theme because food was important to me. Neither of these are included at all. Either of these two, but I was looking.
They haven't had a new game in a decade and a half.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna start with some appetizers now. 2025 was a real treat. Let me hide the comments so you guys can read. Quick tip: try making food based on video game recipes. They're probably not good because they're in video games, and the recipes are very whack. So,
dude.
But honestly, some of those like gimmick recipe books are really good, though. I have a few.
Now, the gimmick recipe books are one thing, but the actual in-game recipes where it's like take 2 rocks and a blueberry and half a pancreas, and you're gonna have Monster Hunter.
Cooking Mama leaves out some critical steps sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something that Dolly is not aware of, but the pizza guy in bottom left in Death Stranding 2 is facial captured after the creator of Ghost in the Shell.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oda,
It's
love
awesome.
it.
It's,
Oda-san.
it's also,
Let's go.
It's also,
Movies.
it's also rated
I
for
swear to
Right.
God.
Movies. I'm gonna do some appetizers. Marty Supreme, Sinners, K-pop. These are in no particular order. K-pop Demon Hunters, One Battle After Another, Eddington. Zach, after you mentioned Eddington, I went and finally saw it on Max, and I've watched it like 6 times on Max. It's so
Yeah,
good.
that
All
movie
these are
is
awesome.
Eddington is prophetic. You
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
it,
it
you're just
really
like,
is.
whoa, okay. It's crazy.
TV, Pluribus, and that character in Pluribus. If you haven't seen Pluribus, I'm not going to do anything. My favorite character, maybe in all of television in the last year, just phenomenal. But Pluribus is great. Chair Company, that is 2025's version of Twin Peaks. Andor, Severance season 2, and Adolescence. If you're
Adolescence
a parent,
is crazy.
if you're a
Dude.
parent, especially Adolescence,
Was Adolescence this year?
That was
Yeah.
no, it was last year, 2025.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Dude, it's all one take. There's one shot in like episode 3 that
That was like jump scare worthy.
I
That's
know.
The
crazy.
best thing that nobody is using. You mentioned it, Sam. Game Share is fucking wild. You can play
Oh,
Switch
yeah.
2 games on the Switch 1, and nobody's talking about it, and everybody should be talking about it because it's the one thing Nintendo did that is so bonkers cool.
The problem
Well,
is when they set this up, when like they come out with an attachment where you can put your Switch 1 hinged on your Switch 2 to play DS games.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, it's a shame they didn't take advantage of this game share before this. We're going to be shaking our fists in the sky like 3 or 2
Oh,
hours
it's
now.
so fucking good. If you have a Switch 1 in the house, you can play Switch 2 multiplayer games. It's just sick.
That game that's in that example, you can own 1 copy of that game,
Yeah.
and 4 people can play
Yes.
it with different
Well,
Switches,
listen.
like
So
Switches.
this is what's killing me, and part of it, I don't want to steal too much of Dali's time, and
Too
I
late.
don't want
All
to I don't want to preempt too much of my own shit that's coming shortly. But like, how quickly? Well, I mean, the answer is because everybody's really young. But like, how quickly does everybody forget about playing? How many people? How many people could play Mario Kart 7 off of 1DS?
Yeah, same. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It was at least
that's worth
4.
it.
I don't disagree with that opinion, but they have it. They don't do that, but they do it
Nobody
now.
does. Yeah.
Applause for bringing it back.
Applause for bringing it back, baby. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's true. It is mostly a Nintendo problem.
I'm not
for
gonna
not
get
being
pissed
like,
off
hey,
if
everybody
they
get the
ever bring
fucking
Street Pass back either.
Right.
I'm gonna applaud them for it because they actually listened, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
The best thing that you should all get is a 3D printer. I 3D printed this. Let me show.
Make your fucking microplastics in your house now.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. I will say, you cannot have this. You cannot have the printer in the room that you're in, JJ, because
Don't do
that
that.
shit. Woo, the microplastics on that. I have to clear the room out for a bit. I printed out a.
Oh, did you do? Oh, you did a
That's what I
Joy-Con
did.
mouse attachment.
Unfortunately, it decided to print it like this, and I didn't rotate it, and the top got cut off. But it still functions perfectly. It was just the little edge of it, but I got my mouse now. So look at that, and I did the color to match. I got two flavors of the stuff there. Anywho, everybody should get a 3D printer. They're great to have.
I love microplastics.
Yeah.
Put them in my lungs.
Listen, I was
balls are just loaded.
for the record.
My balls are full of them, dude.
For the record, I was memeing because I have one in literally my other room. So,
Dude,
Yeah.
I much prefer that we've gone the 3D printer route and not one of those resin printers, so he can have all the anime waifus he wants in his office.
I hope you don't think that
Wow.
that not it's so long. It lasts for so long.
Let's get into the actual appetizers. Time flies. Such a lovely game. And I call these appetizers specifically. Not only they didn't make my top 5, but they were phenomenal, right on the cusp. Time flies. You could play this game literally in like 2 minutes. Like a whole run lasts 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You figure out
Absolutely.
how to expand your time along the way. Great game, and it's surprisingly gives you some life your value of life, your precious moments of life. Flies just want to eat, man. Eat and fuck. That's basically it.
So true, brother.
Luminez Arise is so good to JJ, like you were saying. By the way, there are food in each of these images, as you can see, and that is so good. And I was never a
Nut.
Luminez player. I got it. I had to crop out the mouse because I'm like, people don't eat mice all that often, unless I mean they might, they don't know it. So I
Campbell soup, buddy.
yeah, Luminez Arise is fantastic. It's my first Luminez, and I loved it. Despelote, boy, if you want to get a gut punch, that's a good one because it is the life of a kid. It's another 2-hour long game. Life of a kid growing up in like 2000, 2001 as Ecuador is trying to get into the World Cup, the 2002 World Cup, and your interaction with your parents, your interaction with your friends and people around you. It's a game about being a kid with soccer in it. Like it uses soccer as sort of a real big metaphor. Just so good. First person soccer. I never would have thought first person like flipping soccer would be that good, but it's great.
Zach, now that Game of the Year's over, are you gonna play it so that it doesn't mess up your listing?
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
I forgot about it, to be honest.
Nubby's Number Factory. I love to eat those weird little sausages, but yeah, that's another game. I'm glad you reminded me, Zach, because I added that in at the last second. I dumped another game while you were talking and put that guy in. I love
Nubby's is so good, dude.
Nubby's is crazy.
So
yeah, real quick, has anybody played it since the update?
Oh yeah, I've been playing it. Yep.
Yeah.
Eclipsium is just bonkers wild. That is a fever dream. Like you play that and you don't know what the heck is going on, but the whole purpose is you're essentially trying to make your way out of quote unquote hell or whatever, some hellish landscape. But it's really going through dreams and like what are the limits of what you're willing to do to get out and to move forward. Like you rip your heart out, you rip your ears out, you rip your eyes out. And then at some point you're like, oh crap, I needed this, I needed that. I need that limb. Very cool psychological horror game. And then Kirby Air Riders, another game that nobody's freaking playing. JJ and I did not like this preview. It was bad when we played it at PAX. It was not good. I was unsold from this game. I'm like, forget it. I'm not buying it. And then I forgot that I pre-ordered it, and it showed up at my house.
That's such a dally moment.
I forgot that Nintendo published it, and I automatically ordered it.
No, I do that because you got the Best Buy bucks. Like they would give you, there was like some membership thing, and if you ordered for every like $50 you ordered, you got $10 back. So I'm like, all right, cool. Boop, boop, boop. So I ordered Kirby Air Riders, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta play it. Holy crap, it is good. It is good. It is phenomenally good. This is, again, it's going to be another Kirby Air Rider game, but it's not a racing game. It is a party game with wheels. It is a party battle game with wheels. It's Smash Brothers on wheels with mini games, and it's just it's so hard to explain, but I love it. I love everything about it. It just was like I ended up bumping it out for my top 5, but that was probably the one that was close. It was so good.
I think the big problem with it is that there are certain cart and like character combinations that are just complete ass.
That will not work.
Yeah, that are cool if you're like a speedrunner and you can figure out the gimmick and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you just hand to somebody, the game will feel terrible.
And that's what happened to me.
I think that's fucking sick, actually.
And I think that's cool for like when you explain it to somebody who understands like a Smash Brothers and they like find their combination or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's like you're like, yeah, let's play Kirby. You like fun.
I think that there should be a big warning that says like, hey, this is gonna be ass if you don't know what you're doing. I think that if you add that functionality in, that'll be sick.
Add this will be your cart combination will be ass on this level because there's like the levels where you are in a drag race, and then you pick a tank, and the tank is meant to like knock into people and not move forward very fast, and you're kind of screwed. So, anyways, Kirby is great, and the food it's a food game just with wheels. And now the faves. Now the main course. I should have named it main courses. Damn it.
That's crazy.
The faves, baby.
The faves. Sword of the Sea.
I need to play this game.
This game is there is I have the ingredients there. Emotion, motion, message, style, sound, phenomenal soundtrack, incredible visuals. I think it's only PS5. I don't know if it's Steam as well. I know definitely PS5. Austin Wintory is behind it from the soundtrack side. My God, this game left me feeling affected, like emotional in ways. Again, you are by yourself. You're just like it's that style of journey, that style of game where you're by yourself trying to discover what's happening in this world. There is no verbiage, there's nothing. You're just going forward and you're figuring stuff out by doing it. But life always finds a way, man. And then, like I mentioned in my review, read the review. It is like water is always there. Life is always there waiting for us. And that made me, like, there were times when I teared up in this game. Like my eyes welled up. It's just such a great experience. And it's so moving from all aspects. And by the way, it's more snowboarding than surfing or skateboarding, so I would just say that. But yeah, Sword of the Sea is so great, and I will battle anybody about this game. It's so good. Absalom, ingredients: brawling, storytelling, characters, replayability. And I mean, Zach mentioned the other thing. There's actually a huge twist at the end when you get there, because you're like, oh wait, this whole thing I've been working towards is not what I think it is. But yeah, just a phenomenal brawling experience. Like, this is also the year of brawlers. Like, I played a bunch of brawlers this year, and then I had a chance to review Absalom earlier, and Zach was mad because I stuck the code from him, but I would have got it done anyways. Zach probably would still be playing it. We waiting for his review anyway. I love you. I'm just fucking with you. No, Absalom. I forgot that Zach asked me for it, and I started playing, and that's literally what happened. Boy, am I glad I did, because I would not have touched this game if I didn't review it.
The music,
it's sick. It's so good.
There's a Mick Gordon song in this game. It's crazy,
dude. It's so good. By the way, these little icons down here were meant to be videos, and I can't click on them because I'm doing the slides thing. Oh well. Ball pit. God, I've sunk so many hours in the ball pit because it's so freaking easy to play, and you can create character builds where you could just aim to one side or one corner and let the ball just bounce. Let the baby balls bounce. The twins, I got started using the twins, and I figured out a prime build for the twins where I have to stop using the twins because you need to clear out levels with other characters and not just the twins. But I was going to try to find wheat in this. I couldn't find wheat. By the way, check it out. Ready? They're around a campfire, and this guy's a frog. I figured frog legs. There's fish, and people eat fish. And this guy is my wheat harvester that I have set up in my my ActRaiser mode, which I love. Just a cool idea. There's so much going on in this game, but there is not a simpler game out there that can become as complex as you want it to be. Just fun, just so good. This is it's simpler than Vampire Survivors. It's like like an overhead Gradius that lets you do lets you build like ActRaiser.
Yeah,
basically be a way to say it.
The game kind of plays itself, which is why I'm not into it as much.
I love it though,
but I get it.
I've showed Vampire Survivors to a bunch of people that I've thought would like it initially, and they just haven't really understood it. But I've showed Ball Pit to a bunch of those same people, and it instantly clicks with them because it's it's close to something they know, whether it's they know it or not.
Yep.
It's funny because it really does it wants you to think it's a like an Arkanoid style game, but it really is like a Galaga more than
it is. Yeah, it's a bunch of different things, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And
I will be playing it after this.
They currently do have a roadmap for 3 new updates coming in.
I can't
for
wait.
Ball X Pit, which will be free updates for owners. So
it's Ball Pit, not Ball X Pit. Next. Pip Estrella. I'm very mad that nobody else mentioned this game. Oh my lord, we gave this an award at PAX East. It is good. The gameplay is so good. Yeah, the gameplay is so good on this. There are some little issues here with like story and other stuff, but it's just charming as hell. Like I freaking love. It's so easy to understand this game. Like you play it and you're like, and they don't hide like what you would find in a Metroid or a Zelda game. They don't hide stuff from you, like tool set wise. They give you everything. I mean, you're able to do all the yo-yo shit that you need to do within the first 5 minutes of this game, and you're rocking. So I loved it. And I picked this up at the end of the year, even though I really wanted to play it earlier. I picked up the very end of the year. I'm like, oh shit, it's on sale. Let me do this. I had some eShop money, and that was that. And then Donkey Kong Bonanza. This is my game of the year. I spent dozens of hours after clearing each level, dozens of hours clearing each level, like destroying every piece of dust on each level, clearing everything out, because I have this tiny bit of OCD where I cannot leave things. I have to complete something to the fullest before I move on, and that includes destroying every speck of dust and every little bit of gold and finding finding the bananas is one thing, but when you're clearing everything out, that's a whole other. And then you get like the special abilities. The music is phenomenal. It is. I mean, it is so like the throwbacks that Nintendo did, acknowledging the Donkey Konga, acknowledging country, acknowledging the stuff that like Rare and other companies did is so good, and it's a history. I mean, there are Donkey Kong Country levels basically in this. This is a history compendium for Donkey Kong fans. I love it.
I'm genuinely amazed that the end game stuff just like straight up never got spoiled.
Yes,
like
me too.
Still to this day, you don't see anybody talking about what goes on in the end.
Wario.
We roll credits on it like a couple of weeks ago, and we had no idea about that.
Yeah.
People are very respectful of this game's twist.
So what this game did to me was I cleared every level, unlocked everything all the way through. By the way, Donkey Kong with like brownish orange fur is my new like this Donkey Kong look is my favorite look. It's good, but getting like the purple skin Donkey Kong or the purple fur Donkey Kong with a certain tie, it's just so good. What this game does and these kinds of games do is that the first, like, it's weird saying this, the first
Taylor, good Lord, are you
fine?
Taylor.
So that one was a fucking calendar falling off of my built. My
ghosts are in your house anymore. But no, like there's like this wild like rubber banding thing where it's level rubber band for like picking up stuff. The first like 13, 14 levels of this that you dig down into, you can kind of get everything fairly easily and everything you're exploring and kind of playing around with. And then it's the levels after that like the last like 4 or 5, there's like 18. I don't know how many levels there, that it is a little bit more, it's definitely more challenging to try to find every banana and find all the stuff in there. But they did more than just make an Odyssey version of Donkey Kong. They took Odyssey and they took Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because there are things you can do in this that are wild, and you're not just destroying and using like voxels, because they're Nintendo definitely said we're using voxels in this. It's the creation stuff, like when you get some of those abilities where you're able to like kick mud into one direction. Not the band, but also the band. And it turns into something, and then you let it kind of run out, and then you hit a switch, and it turns into something else, and it becomes soft again. And you can bounce on it, and you could do and you could throw something and bounce some. It's wild.
He's bouncing on it.
It's a lot of fun, and it's just so good. It's so good. I love it. It is it's gonna be one of those games that I definitely see myself coming back to from a like. Nintendo, especially because this is kind of their DNA. They make toys, right? They make something that you're going to want to that you're able to come back to at any point in your life and play it again, and it'll feel just as good as the first time you played it, right? Like, even controls aside, we've all kind of gotten past the original Mario Brothers, but you can play that original Mario Brothers game and still have a great time. Mario 3, still have a great time. Zelda Link to the Past, the greatest game of all time, still have a great time. And then this is the other one. What the hell do you guys do? But Donkey Kong Bonanza, this is the kind of game that I'll be able to come back to 20 years from now and still absolutely love everything about it if it's on any platform that's available. And that's it. Bon appetit, my friends. Bon appetit.
Bone apple teeth.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Main event.
Sorry, that one wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Jesus.
Oh my god!
Either gunshots. This is oddly close. The gunshots were like oddly close to a will bit. That would.
go ahead, Taylor.
Slay the Spire coming right up.
That's fucking crazy.
Slay the Spire. Just say it. Get it out of here.
Get out of your system now.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Holy fucking shit. Is this like a new thing that's enabled in StreamYard? They shouldn't have done that. They should not have done that. All right. Dally, make me big.
A monster grow.
Go ahead, put your stuff in there, dude.
This is it. I'm saying, make my screen big.
He does it on
yeah.
his screen. He doesn't go.
Yeah. Listen, I know how to actually use OBS Studio, unlike most of everybody here. So, you know what? Let's see. I'm gonna go over here. The list is over here.
I know how to do this. He's moving stuff around in real time.
Yeah, that's how it fucking works, dog.
Get JJ out of here.
Hey, JJ.
I'm gonna hide the carry. There we go. We're covering JJ here.
All right, so here it is. The real list. Notepad. What are we gonna start with? I already forgot what I wrote down. What do I start with? Yeah,
mining the Wii.
Yeah,
yeah.
The Wii, Dally, the virtual Wii is very real. It is real, and you should be afraid of it.
And it can hurt you.
And it can hurt you.
Oh, it will too if you mess it up.
There's so much shit on the ground from all the stuff that fell down, guys. I'll believe it. I can't move my chair. All right. So yeah, for those who have been with the show for a while, I've got a CRT
at least 2 hours.
No, longer than that, Dolly. Out in the other room, I've got a CRT TV, and then I like to hook things up to it and play old games on it. One of those things is I pulled out the Wii U and got that running on it. I bought a GameCube RGB, because they use the same AV cables in the back of the Wii U because Nintendo is fucking insane. And so you got RGB going into a CRT. It's great, and you can boot the virtual Wii, which is on the Wii U, because the way that Nintendo made the Wii U was putting the exact hardware of a Wii into a Wii U and then just duplicated it. It's fucking insane. So anyway, so if you boot a Wii on the Wii U, it is a Wii. So you can exploit the virtual Wii on a Wii U in the exact same way that you can do a regular hardware. It's identical in every way. So you boot Smash, you load one of the custom levels, and then it says, oh, by the way, you've rooted your Wii. Anyway, so I did that, and my daughter loves playing all of the games. And so that has been one of the things of this year. She really likes Wii Sports, and I usually have to cut her off because if not, she'll collapse. In the same vein, buying my 3DS. That was like maybe 90 minutes one afternoon. That shit's crazy. So if you're like me and you haven't turned on your 3DS in 8 years, you're probably on a really old firmware revision. In which case, there's a fucking sound exploit. You load a sound file into, for whatever reason, Nintendo put in a application for playing MP3 files. You're like, why would you do that, Nintendo? And they're like, I don't know, we did. Anyway, so they ran an exploit where you load a specific MP3 file and it just fucking crashes the 3DS into raw root firmware. And then you're like, and then you just exploit it. So now you can do play all those kinds of games. That's great. I love that.
that H shop on there. No.
Yeah, H shop. So, by the way, so anybody else heard of H shop before? Other than so Zach probably knows. So H shop. So as I'm sure everybody knows, the 3DS along with the Wii U eShop have been shut down. Everybody cried. And so what people did was take every single piece of software that's ever been produced for the 3DS and upload it onto a central server and create a storefront basically for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as nice, but you can download any game and all of the DLC for it directly onto the 3DS, which is fucking insane.
But I don't get those nice download animations.
No, you don't get the nice download animations, but I'm sure somebody made a homebrew app to display them for you if you want to look at them all day. And then you can also just like boot into DSiWare, which the 3DS originally actually do, but now you can do it virtually, and it's fucking crazy. But anyway, so the latest one, I started talking about it in the Discord, which is a new battery for my Game Boy Advance SP, because I'm going to mod that with an IPS screen. And IPS screens draw like 4 times the power of the old backlit screens. And so you got to get a new battery. So that's what I did. It ran for 14 and a half hours before it died playing Kirby 2 for the Game Boy. Original Game Boy, so it draws a little bit less power, but on the old battery it ran for 3 hours and 5 minutes, so it's a significant improvement. I'm going to put that I'm sure I'll put that on the Discord as mod that further as we go along. My PC crash and burn. Anybody else remember? Yeah, so in April of this year, there was some hullabaloo if you're into PC, current gen PC components. I have an Asus ASRock motherboard, and they have a well-documented issue with the current gen CPUs from AMD, where sometimes they'll just fucking die, and mine did that. And so ASRock bought my components. Thankfully, this was before the RAM situation happened with AI data centers, and RAM is now worth more than gold. And so they bought all my shit, and I had to rebuild my computer. But that was like 2 months where I was PC-less, other than my Steam Deck, which is great, but not the same as having the full computer. Anyway, this ties into one of my games that's coming up. It's the main reason why I mentioned it. At one point, I had this great idea. I have an old 3070 Ti. And I was going to put it into, I have a server that I run in a little small rack in my basement. And there's this thing called Steam Headless where you can run in a Docker. I'm not going to explain what Docker is. You're welcome. And you can run it so that it's basically Steam running on a remote machine so that you can just use it for remote play. And I was like, man, I've got a great idea. I'm going to put my 3070 Ti on the server. I'm going to run Steam Headless. I'm going to remote into it. I'm going to remote stream games. It's going to fucking be sick. I instead installed games on it and then erased my Blueprint save, and I never played it again. So that happens anyway. PC crash and burn, like that cut off like literally minimum 60 days of playing video games from
holy shit, dude.
Listen, when you're living my life, it's like it feels like it was half my year. Anyway, so that's the real list. What's next? Honorable mentions of video games. I'm gonna throw Constance on there. Constance, I did for review. The review does not exist yet. This is the first time I've talked about it. So Constance was a game that I saw at PAX East of 25 and was like, wow, that looks pretty cool. I played it. It still looks pretty cool. It is unfortunately just came out in the wrong year because Hollow Knight Silksong came out, and it's not trying to do the same thing that Hollow Knight does, but everybody else that plays video games isn't going to, well, not everybody, most of the people that play video games isn't going to look at it like that. And they're going to look at it from, oh, this game is a 2D side-scrolling hand-drawn art game, and that's what they're going to take away from it. Constance tries to tell like a human message and a human story in a game like that, which is definitely not what Hollow Knight does. And so it's just different from a lot of reasons, but it still is good. And so I want to mention it here. Monster Hunter Wilds. If you put this on your game of the year like official list, you're fucking crazy. It's new Monster Hunter, and it's good. It's still pretty good. I mean, well, so this is what's fucking crazy, Zach, is that I went back and most of my list is based on my Steam recap because I don't have any way to ground me to video games in any way other than looking at a third party telling me what I did this year. Because I had a daughter that was born in October, so nothing exists anymore. And so despite how bad Monster Hunter Wilds launched and how bad it kind of like was overall, it was 13% of my total Steam time played this year, period, overall.
I mean, I played it for a bunch of hours too, but it's not on my shit. So
yeah, it's an honorable mention, Zach. How about you shut the fuck up? Anyway, next, what was next? Fantasy Life I.
Yo, I forgot this game came out. This game is so good.
Yeah,
what the hell?
I know I came in late. I was wondering. I was like, wait, did Zach mention this?
No, it should be on there. I don't know why it's not on there.
Redo from the beginning.
All right, Zach, go back. We're doing the whole show over. Fantasy Life I fucking rules. It's a, you train everything that you do in the game kind of thing. Zach would put it. It's like RuneScape. RuneScape Lite already exists, so I can't call it RuneScape Lite, but it's like RuneScape Lite. You train everything that you can do, and everything needs to be done in order to be able to increment everything appropriately so that you can, be able to eventually do combat better and all that kind of stuff. It's really fun. It has a great, as most people would call it, little sibling mode, where if you attach a second controller and press start, they get to play as the bird, which is really great. If you have a 4, almost 5-year-old daughter that says, please let me play the games. And then you say, okay, you're going to be the bird. And she says, that's fucking sick. And then
and it kind of is. I mean, it really is.
Yeah. And so she gets to play as the bird. And then unfortunately, what happens immediately following that is that, Daddy, I want to play the bird game. And I'm like, I don't want to play the bird game with you right now. Please, anything other than the bird game. Anyway, Fantasy Life I is good. That was a lot of time. Clover Pit is really good. Incremental. Are we calling them Balatro likes at this point? Number go ups.
Yeah, number go up.
Gamble likes.
I think it carves itself out well enough to distinguish itself. It's a slot machine, incremental. You unlock the items that augment your runs. Instead of unlocking jokers, I guess. But I don't know. I think it's different enough that like I played it and I don't immediately think, this is a lot like Balatro. I think it's its own beast. But I also didn't play it enough. That's why it's not in my top list. Claire Expedition 33. I didn't beat it, and I know that there's a lot of game left on it. My Game Pass sub ran out. I have to somehow peel the save file out of there so that I can eventually reconstitute it into some other way to play the video game.
Bro. It ain't worth it, bro. I promise.
What? It ain't worth it. Shut up. You barely played it. I'm not gonna
I got to Act 1 and I was like, cool.
Yeah, and
the game starts in Act 1.
No, I finished it. I'm like,
I think I'm on Act 3. So how about you?
Let me recommend Final Fantasy 13.
That was my mistake. Was like I got so overwhelmed with like, oh, I want to finish this game that I just didn't do anything in Act 3. I just finished the game.
Couldn't be me. I wish it was, but it's not. But yeah, so it's still good. And it is the true, Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door. It is the press button to complete combat game that if you're into that RPG, it finally has come for you. But, a lot of it is, especially when you get to the bosses, is how long are you comfortable grinding the boss before you have mastered the parry for that boss? And how long you are willing to do that will determine what difficulty level you want to play Claire Obscure at.
The issue here is there isn't enough like build differences that you can do. Like you can't really.
I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna go back to the tape, Zach. When Claire Obscure came out, you were like, "This you can.
It's good.
So many different combinations of characters." I'm gonna go back to the tapes.
There's so many pictures as well that do
so.
Like,
but
you do, but then it gets to a point where you're like, like it doesn't really matter.
Well, the bigger issue is that like, yeah, there's combinations, but there's like one good one. There is a power discrepancy of like, here, you can make it all work, but if you don't want to spend a shit ton of time doing everything, how about you just use this one?
Yeah.
And which is a weird conundrum to be in on a single player game. It is what it is. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Did people complain about Knights of the Round and multi-summon being broken in Final Fantasy VII? I don't know. Yeah. I was fucking 12 or whatever.
I wasn't even born, dude.
The animation.
You were not. That's true. Megabonk. Megabonk is on my honorable mention list and not on my top list, only because I bought it like 10 days ago or something, and I've only played it. I'm not even out of the first zone, and I only have like 5 characters. It is, I'm sure you guys already talked about it. It's Vampire Survivors meets Risk of Rain, blah, 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 blah. It's good. I think that there is a certain appeal of Vampire Survivors, which like, it like starts to claw back at me playing Megabonk, which is, I guess, a testament to Megabonk's predecessors. But Megabonk is really good in a multitude of ways. Just like, play it to have fun. Don't play it to chase leaderboards, I guess, is kind of like my background feeling. I watched people play it before I played it, and I think it has somewhat soured my interpretation of the game.
Especially if we're watching the same person. I know we are.
And you know that I am. And so I'm like, I hear him talking about his preferences of items like as I'm in the game, and I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to just like have fun, and I don't have any of that shit unlocked, and why do I care about it? And it's so hard to get it out of your head. But I think that that's also telling in its own way of the kind of game that it is, which is that it incurs those types of like thought processes to enter your brain. Like it gets in there fast.
I love the physicality of the ramps.
It's really good. I will say, I was playing as the monkey, and
he's so good.
He's really sick. And it was the longest run that I had, because I'm really early on in the grand scheme of things, as far as unlocks are concerned. But it lasted for so long because the way that he can gain momentum is unlike any other of the early characters. Because he can run up the walls, and because he can grip on walls, you can jump off, and like if you get tanky enough, the way that the game works is that after you pass the timer, you're just against an endless onslaught of enemies that grow increasingly more difficult. And so what they'll do is they'll just keep bumping you, right? They touch you, but if you're tanky enough, you won't die. And so as long as you keep moving, only one will ever touch you at a time, propel you forward. And as long as you can maintain momentum, you can kind of keep going forever, which I think was like how early Megabonk speedruns kind of like went. That's how you survived. But anyway, so that's the fun moment. It's a rough early part. Megabonk's onboarding, I think, is rougher than some of the other similar games. It's really, really, really slow in the first like 8 runs, 10 runs, something.
Because it drops you in, and you walk up to like random rocks, and it's like press E. You're like, okay. You're like, what does this do?
And you die. Anyway, so the actual list, the list of games. I think I'm going.
Here we go.
If I recall correctly, it's from lower. Yeah. So here's number 5. Nubby's Number Factory. Games that I actually did play all the way through.
Mhm.
Nubby's Number Factory is fucking sick. It's one of those games that comes out and it's like it does something different, something original, and something special, like all at the same time. And you're like, Taylor, what the fuck are you talking about? It's Weird Peggle. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You don't know about
Weird
Tony
Peggle.
and you don't understand the Nubby. I don't know. It's really it's like an experience type game. Like you have to play it. Like that, those are always the type of games that end up in my top games, are the ones that you have to like play and experience to appreciate. And Nubbies is one of them. It's really, really good. Blueprints. Like I said, despite my save getting wiped as a result of trying to put it onto it, it still made it into my top 4. It tells an intelligent story in a particular way, which is unlike certainly most modern games. I think that you'd have to go back in time to get something particularly similar. And yeah, I don't know. It's mostly puzzle, I guess I would put it. And that's kind of how my game preference has skewed over time, is more towards that.
Because you're old, dude.
Because I'm old, and because I need to play on Steam Deck, and because I don't have time, so I need things to be compact.
That's right.
And
like
that's just the way it'd be. But yeah, Blueprints is really good. My biggest complaint about it is that the relative performance on Steam Deck is low for what I feel like it should be, and that should not be a knock against Blueprints. But I feel like
an Unreal Engine game.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. It's like 99% sure. Next one, Ball Pit. Ball Pit consumed me for quite an amount of time. There was a good period of time. So one of the things that you unlock in Ball Pit, Dally showed it in his screenshot, which is why I feel comfortable saying this, which is that you get to run 2 of your characters at the same time, and sometimes it's whoever is in the lead is the primary, but some characters have certain traits that supersede, doesn't matter who's running. One of them is the rogue.
Oh, God, the rogue.
When you put in the rogue, you don't make any choices, period. The run goes by itself. You do not get to aim. You do not get to move. You do not get to select upgrades. It does.
It's real powerful, but yeah.
So there were times where when it was like grind time and when I was working, I was like, all right, Ball Pit, Alt Tab, and I would just do rogue runs and just let it go. And so yeah, that's an indication of Ball Pit getting its hooks in me.
It's Ball Pit.
I said it right the first time, so I get to say it right the next time, or get it wrong the next time.
This motherfucker says Hunter.
Hunter. Listen, am I wrong? Hunter sounds stupid.
You sound stupid.
That is true. Hollow Knight Silksong, number 2. Hollow Knight Silksong is really good. I don't see it being beaten in my mind in the genre and overall type of game that it is for the foreseeable future. No. I don't like I don't. There are so many special things about the way that it was made and by the way that it came out because of the way it was made that I don't think other people can reproduce. I don't see it happening. Like, I don't know, just like everything about it is particularly special. And I don't know. If I'm anybody who's like potentially publishing a Team Cherry project, I'm like, I don't know. I'll see you in 10 years, like however long it takes. Like they clearly have the knowledge to make something that is special, and it showed in every way. I say that without truly beating Silksong. So Silksong, like Hollow Knight, has like a regular ending where you get to the end and you beat what is clearly the boss, and then there is a true ending where you have to do a bunch of other shit, and then once you do that, then you can not do the real boss and instead do something else. I beat the regular boss, and it's like I need to do something else, and then didn't go back to it. So going back to it will probably be maybe be a 2026 endeavor or something like that.
2026 game of the year.
I mean, honestly,
Content.
maybe we'll see. My game of the year was Hades 2. Hades 2 was a late pickup, and I had the benefit of not playing it. So I played Hades 1 while it was still in early access. So when Hades 2 came around, I didn't want to do that because I watched what happened when Hades 1 came out, where everybody was like, holy fucking shit, have you guys heard about Hades 1? And I'm like, yeah, I've been playing it for months. What the fuck are you talking about? And I didn't want to do that with Hades 2 this time. I was obviously already aware of it, but I wanted to really experience it at 1.0. And that it's really good. Obviously, I really, really liked Hades 1. So it is clearly within my wheelhouse. And I don't know. I think it's just the best game that I played this year, I guess. It plays, I think, better than Hades 1. I think the weapons are better than Hades 1. I think the enemies are more interesting than Hades 1. I don't necessarily think the story is more interesting than Hades 1. But I think the characters are as good as Hades 1, which seems like a weird thing to split the hair on. But the characters are really good. They're really well voice acted. They're really well written. It's just that the familial story of Hades 1 clears the family story of Hades 2. And there's not many ways around that.
Have you looked up the original ending?
I told you that I would, and then I didn't. So, let's spoil the old ending.
Old ending. So basically, Zagreus comes back, and he decides to spare Kronos.
Okay.
And it just kind of all the alternative memories and stuff kind of just goes away. And then it just kind of takes away Mel's agency, and she gets kind of scolded for doing what she was trying to do. It's crazy. It's weird. I don't know why they would do that, but basically,
the real ending isn't that far different.
It isn't, but it's better.
But it is better. It is better. Yeah. It's one of those tough things where, and I guess I don't necessarily want to give away the twist, but turning an antagonist into not an antagonist within a single game, especially when the whole thing is that he's very, very mean. I don't know a different way to put it. Is very awkward. And I don't think they stuck the landing. I'd be surprised if they think that they stuck the landing.
It's hard to follow up Hades 1.
Yeah, I mean, Hades 1 was just that good. But I mean, like I said, as far as a game that I like to play, I mean, Hades 2 is in every way at least the equal of Hades 1 as far as it is concerned. The change of game. So one of the big things is that there are two not branching paths. There's two effectively different, you can either go down into, the depths of Tartarus, or you can go climb up to Olympus. So there's effectively two different pathways that you can do on a run. And when they open that up, it's is it going to be you wonder in the back of your mind, is if you played Hades 1 at least, is this a gimmick or is it going to be a real thing? And then when you realize that they effectively doubled the entirety of the content as far as locations in the game, enemies that are in the spread, and that kind of thing. It was like, holy shit, there's 2 Hades games in Hades 2, and it's really good. Anyway, so yeah, Hades 1 was probably my top, but for real, I want to double up on the shout out to 3DS. My wife even commented because I picked up, and like I said, I don't know how long it's been since I booted up my 3DS, and I was playing Persona Q2.
Oh yeah.
That game is fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting to play those, and I never got around to it.
I think I said it in the Discord earlier too about like when it comes to like DS and 3DS. Like I'm still discovering stuff that I just straight up didn't know existed.
There's so much shit that came out on the DS. How are you supposed to fucking know?
Yeah,
like it's insane.
Yeah, and it's like once a month I just find something. It's like this kind of whips. Why did it sell? Yeah.
So one of the things. So I brought out my DS Lite. I don't have a DSi. And I was like, it's funny because we just talked about New Super Mario Brothers in the Discord today.
Yeah.
But my daughter was trying to play New Super Mario Brothers, and while I think it is worse in every way than basically every sprite-based Mario, she really likes it, and so it's fun to kind of share that kind of thing. So she's playing New Super Mario Brothers, or at least trying to. She's very bad at it, and yeah, listen, the problem is that if I try and play anything else, it's about one interruption every 45 seconds, because then it's like, can you help me do this jump, and then can you help me swim, and then can you do this? But those are like nice moments that don't exist unless I have these things to share with her. So taking that good with that bad, because dude, trust me, I tried to put it on the big screen and she can't play Super Mario World for shit. She can't do it. I tried.
You could always do like New Super Mario Brothers Wii and play co-op, and then just let her be in a bubble for half the game.
She'll figure it out. She's too smart.
The companion piece of this, as a person without a child, I was hanging out with my nephew on Christmas, and he got NBA 2K26 or whatever.
And then he schooled him.
No, he was doing the tutorial, and he was like, "How do I do this?" And I was like, "Dude, just read what it says in the bottom left." I was just like,
so that's the other problem, is that she's on her pathway to reading, to learning how to read right now, and she knows like 3 words, which is fun. Ironically enough, one of them is quit, which has become a problem because it's the word that she can read. So she keeps wanting to click it. She's like, "Yeah, I know quit." You're like, there's ramifications.
You know what quit means.
Yeah. So that was actually, so to go back to Hades 2 for one brief minute. The first time I found out that she could read any words was that I had Hades 2 up on my screen, and I had paused it because she had come down the stairs. And she literally comes up, points at the screen, and says, "Daddy, does that say quit?" And I was like, "Yeah." She had never read anything before. And,
Hell yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so she likes to. I'm like, all right, now find quit and quit the level, and which she likes to do.
Do you remember that time she jump scared you when we were playing our game?
Oh my god! Holy shit! What were we playing? Was that Dark Tide?
Yeah, we were playing Dark Tide.
Oh my god! So real quick, because as we wrap up their show, Zach and I were playing Dark Tide. They've released a new character for the 4-year-old Dark Tide game that is out there, and it was 11:30 my time, at least maybe 11:45, and so she didn't yell or anything upstairs because this is like 2 floors, because I live on a bi-level, and so she didn't wake up my wife. She literally just came all the way fucking down the stairs, and Zach and I were playing, and then all of a sudden she's like on this side of me over here, and then just taps my arm, and I'm like, holy shit. Because we're right in the middle of the game. I just didn't hear it at all. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know, she's a good kid. But she likes Mario. But anyway, so those are the beautiful moments and that's the reason why I wanted to make that early intro segment as far as things that aren't new games that came out, but are things that are new to me this year that actually, probably mattered more than most of the games that came out.
Sure. Excellent. Well, those are our lists, and that means we got to choose a side questing game of the year.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Modded 3DS. There we go.
Dude, modded 3DS is kind of like fucking tops. If you ain't done that, you probably should.
Most varied of any that we've ever had. It's insanity.
We're way further apart than we have been in a while.
Ever.
There was a game on my list that it was on more than one list that I'm mad I didn't put on my list now. And I want it to win, and I want it to be our game of the year because it would be good, and it's us.
Nubby?
Yeah, you know it's Nubby.
It's Nubby. It's like, man, I genuinely, I don't know, Nubby. Yes, it consumed me when it came out, and I still go back to Nubby.
Dude, I have to go back to Nubby for the
retroactively need to just understand that Nubby
I'm
is
just saying it's on 4 of our lists. I'm just saying.
I mean, ball pit's
Ball Pit's up there too.
Ball Cross Pit.
Ball Cross Pit, Donkey Kangs, and a few of us.
I thought about Donkey Kong maybe because I really enjoyed it as well.
Yeah.
I considered making a list of games that I wish I could have played, and like I would have put Death Stranding 2 on there. I would have put Donkey Kong Bonanza. Whether it's because I don't have those consoles or because I don't have the time, but the list was probably going to be too long, so I decided against it.
Yeah, I gotta finish Death Stranding 1 before I get into Death Stranding.
It's not gonna happen, brother. It's okay. You can just say that it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Not this year. Not 2026.
Not any year, my brother.
Until it shows up for the Switch.
Until you beat Half-Life 1 and 2.
I'm almost done with one.
PlayStation Portal.
I'm almost done with one. All right. So what are your Absalom was only on a couple of our lists, so I'll have to scratch that one, but we love that one.
That game is so Taylor, you need to play.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is like that Absalom is one of the games that like would have been on the needed to play but didn't play list.
Let's see.
But I didn't play it, so I can't talk about it.
Dude, like that game is incredible. I really am at a loss for words, which is crazy for me for a game. But that game is just like it is a perfect video game in design and gameplay and everything. But really, I will say my vote.
It's only an 8 on OpenCritic.
I don't give a fuck.
For somebody for a loss of words, you really are talking quite a bit about.
No, my vote really is going to be for Nubby. I would say so. I'm just going to put that out there. Nubby. Everyone else can talk about whatever. I don't give a fuck. Okay?
Yep. Gotcha. I'm right done. One for Nubs.
All mine were like just completely off the wall.
Yeah, Tyler's a non-compete in this.
Tyler's not plugged in yet. It's his first year. It's fine. Whatever.
He started in June.
Soon enough, you'll realize that you have to change your presentation based on the first 2 people that go every year.
All of us are
now what's really going to happen is I'm going to finally convince everybody else to get into Digimon.
And it just becomes a Digimon centric.
I want to play that game. It's on my list.
Yeah,
like there's a couple games I bought this year that I would be on my list if I actually played them. Like Final Fantasy Tactics Remake, like that. I played an hour or so of that game. It's really good.
So good.
I don't feel good putting it
on there.
I don't feel right putting it on my list because I haven't played enough of it. But I mean, I played the original game. I know it's amazing, but still, like,
Yeah, I would like to point out, like, the list of games that I've gotten recommended through this show.
Just
the 11, the 11 that I want to play and think could have had a chance against this does cost $200, and I have to think would also cost at least 200 hours at the bare minimum.
I would like to tell you, Sam, that Sectori does play really well on the swirl.
Ooh. Yeah, and if you want to play the game, what 11 games on Steam did Sam add to equal 217.64? Be my guest, you'll never get there.
Okay,
just add them all to your cart. Hit buy now. See what happens.
Out of the Zach gave a vote for Nubby. Out of all the games we've seen, I'm going to throw my vote for DK right now. Again, these can be changed. I'm gonna throw a DK vote. I'm okay with whatever else. I'm curious what the other votes are. Out of all the games announced that we've talked about.
Nubby wasn't on my list. However, I think it's only because it wouldn't have fit in the organization pattern, and I'm not sure that I
didn't make it through HR. Yeah.
So
was it you where you were extremely confused what we were talking about on the podcast?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, because without any context, you guys were talking about bouncing your balls against Nubby's factory. And I was like, what are you fucking talking about?
God, there's nothing I love more than bouncing balls.
We were talking about.
It's a very ball-centric games of the year.
Really. But I would like to point out that Ball Pit was on a number of lists. So
I'll put Ball Pit for you.
Yeah, but so was Death Stranding 2 and Nubby. So I mean, just,
I mean, like, Ball Pit is my backup. I'm definitely tipping my hat towards Nubby.
Nubby, okay, interesting. All right.
It's also because Sectori won't actually get the.
What about Tyler and Taylor?
Donkey Kong's the only one I've actually played, and I did really enjoy Donkey Kong, and I kind of regret not bringing it up, but. I mean, also, again, I'm the weird outlier. Most of the ones that are like the real front runners I haven't played. So I'm looking at the Steam page for Nubby's Number Factory, and it's literally only
super cheap.
So
$4.
It's so good. Oh my god.
Taylor, what do you got?
I mean,
say it, brother. Say it, brother.
Nobody else is fucking with my shit other than the nub.
I was gonna pick up Hades too, but I didn't yet. But I like.
I'm interested to just say we just vote Taylor's modded 360 for
the modded
3DS.
Modded 3DS.
I'm like, here it is. This is the list, man.
That was like 2 years ago for me.
I do want to play both Persona Q games.
I was just saying, like, the modded like Wii U and like virtual Wii thing. That was like 2.5 years ago for me. So like. I guess it's not as impressive, I guess. Because I'm going to let you know. Having a Wii U around to play Nintendo Land at the drop of a hat is quite a good thing, especially when you have more than like 5 friends that all play video games that come over at one time. So highly recommend that.
I'm just saying, it plays every Wii and GameCube game.
Mm-hmm. Guys, I have a story to make y'all feel old.
Okay.
I was in high school and I was really sick with the flu, and I modded my Wii to play Xenoblade Chronicles.
Hey, dude, I modded my Wii a whole bunch too when I was homesick from school.
But he's not talking about video games.
I admire your mental fortitude to be able to mod.
I admire his physical fortitude.
I've
been
modding my Wii all night, baby. Yeah.
That's how I played Xenoblade for the first time. I stole it. Report me.
What are you gonna do, Nintendo?
Wait, hold on. Exagenous just gifted me Nubby's Number Factory, so I'm putting my vote down for that.
He owns it. You can vote for it.
You gotta play. So
now wait a minute. She's on to something here.
I will say that's the other thing that I don't want to get my daughter into short form content too early, but I was thinking about
forever
games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, WarioWare games. Yeah.
WarioWare is good. Rhythm Heaven is coming out this year.
Oh yeah, that fucking Rhythm Heaven game.
No one's talking about it.
Bits and Bops did come out this year, but don't put it on their list.
I'm gonna point out that Taylor hasn't voted yet.
He just put it.
The nub, the ball. I'm in for both.
Yeah, me and Taylor have the same vote. I'm leaning towards Nubby, but Ball Pit I would be more than happy with.
I think so.
Uh,
So here's the thing: is that I played more Ball Pit, but I think Nubbies is a more important game. Like I feel like we end up doing this, or at least I end up doing this every single time, which is which game did I like necessarily play more, or which game do I think deserves it? And it's this really weird thing of like, if I was gonna walk up to somebody and be like, do you want to play this game or this game? You'd probably say you would more likely want to play Ball Pit.
Yeah.
But if I was going to be like, which is a more
Yeah.
important game that came out in 2025, Nubby's number factory is the more important game.
Yeah, I guess the
But
sort of counter to that, if you want, is that like
Yeah.
Nubby is a game that like I knew absolutely zero about, like until you guys were talking about it, and I thought you were insane people. And then I looked at it, and
And we
it's like,
still are.
oh, it's like fun Peggle, like
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, what if Peggle was
gambling
good?
roguelike.
That's
Yeah,
not-
what if Peggle was?
That's the
What
thing,
if
is
one of
that-
the
is
best games of all time was good?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Ball X Pit or Ball Pit, whatever the fuck it is.
Ball CrossFit.
Like
Ball
they
CrossFit, yeah.
Devolver did that whole like presentation just on Ball Pit, and like from the moment I have laid eyes on Ball Pit, I knew it was something I was interested in.
Oh yeah.
And then playing it is like, it's like, I think I'd like to have me one of those cigarettes that you smoke it and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be addicted to these. I don't know. Again, I think maybe what we do is we do SideQuesting's game of the year is Nubby Number Factory or whatever.
Nubby.
No,
The sequel needs to be called.
No, so
Nubby.
It's
I'll
also
bring-
our brand. I just want to say
And
it's
then,
our brand.
It is
yeah,
our
and
brand.
then a soft in the subtext, also Ball X Pit.
I'll bring a negative to Ball X Pit. I really dislike that there's a character in that game that lets you not play the game. I'll just say that.
Ooh.
As a video game, hey man, I want to play this shit. I don't want to fucking sit here and be like, hey, there's this guy doing shit for me. That because here's this there's this argument that in game developer spheres that I'm in, where it's like, if you allow players to min-max a game, they'll min-max it to a point to where it's not fun. So if you have a character in there that allows you to just be like, people are gonna pick that character and just play the game with that, right? I'm not saying you guys did that. I mean, Taylor did, but like, it's like that to me, just like from a design perspective, is like, yeah, it's fine, but like Nubby overwhelms the design and the gameplay of Ball X Pit just purely based on pure gameplay and how that game evolves.
There's
I
no
don't know how
dinosaur.
extreme
There's no
that
dinosaurs in Ball Pit.
I'm just saying.
There's skeletons.
I don't know how extreme that character is, but then at the same time, it's like by that logic, I feel like everybody would be playing games on easy, and like that's.
I'm gonna shoot you, dude. I'm just kidding.
My
Holy
counter to that would also
Holy
be
shit.
that is like a easy way of introducing the, you want to call it partner mode, baby mode, or whatever into it, where somebody who otherwise wouldn't be interested in completing a game or getting to like, the sort of max completion of that can use that to beat a character or something that they might otherwise not be able to. So there's that. Also, we may have killed Tyler.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I have to sing it, and I think this will change all your minds. Okay, ready? Zebra, zebra, zebra,
Zebra, zebra, zebra, zebra.
zebra, zebra, zebra. That's it. Soundtrack of the year, right there. I think that does it.
It was absolutely peak to have like Donkey Kong's game of the year like orchestra segment just to have her on stage like, singing. That was
Just
great.
Zebra is all you like.
I
How
was
great
thinking
is
about
it?
that
The
sexy
lyrics
ass
are
monkey.
zebra.
Confirmed MILF Donkey Kong.
Milfy Kong. I can lean more towards between Ball Pit and Nubby's number, Nubby Nubs. I lean more towards Ball Pit because it's way, not that it's easier to understand than Nubbies, but I think the it feels like a more complete experience than Nubbies does. Nubbies to me still, in a weird way, feels like, not that this is a bad thing, but it feels like a school project. Like I'm learning how to develop, and I'm basing it off of, Plinko in a way. Also, I'm in the middle of playing Ball Pit right now. Anyways, but it Ball Pit to me. Shut up, Ball Pit. Turn it down. Ball Pit to me. Out of those two, there is enough to overwhelm my senses in a good way. Like that's one thing that Nubbies doesn't do, is overwhelm my senses. Like Ball Pit actually can visually overwhelm my senses in a good way. So it just felt like there's a tiny bit more depth to Ball Pit, where Nubbies is very much built on runs. Like you're running, doing you're gonna lose a lot because you're trying to build up the money and trying to do all that kind of stuff. But Ball Pit definitely has like that whole aspect of, you're gonna lose a lot, but you're building up a town which unlocks characters, does this. So this just feels a little more complete. And I guess in that way, having a super cheat mode character, I guess you'd call it, brother, I ain't got time to constantly play games. Bring on Sony's AI mode. But I'm going to hit a button. I'm going to let Tomb Raider run and raid tombs while I'm working. And then I'm going to turn over the screen and be like, okay, I'm going to pick this up. Sometimes for those of us with kids or with little time that are stuck in meetings, sometimes it is nice to be able to do that from a design perspective. And it's totally optional, which is fine too. So those are my thoughts on those 3 games.
To save us from talking around these 2 games for the next 4 hours, do we just want to take a vote and see where we're at?
Another vote? Yeah, okay. For Ball Pit as a SideQuesting game of the year. Ball Pit. Sam, you got your Ball Pit hands up?
Anybody? Yeah, I guess me. Wow, I was
then I'll do Ball Pit as well, I guess. What's that? You got yours? Okay.
No. You don't see my hand up.
Okay. You see something up over there. For Nubby.
Yeah, I gotta put it in Nubby.
I gotta go with Nubby. I'm a no. Yeah, Nubby.
I'm a dang nubber, bro. Say it.
And then for Donkey Kong, I'm gonna stick with Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
Dally, which year was it? I feel like we've done this almost every single time, but we did, other than Tunic year. Tunic year was clearly Tunic. It wasn't last year. Was it last year?
No,
last year was the tie.
Last year we had a tie.
We don't have a tie this year, for what it's worth.
No.
By the way.
Because last year was 1,000 times resist.
It should have been Balatro. No, it's
it's Nubby, because I'm willing to change my vote to Nubby. Number 2 for me is Nubby.
Sam, I'll pay you money if you change it to Donkey Kong.
Yeah, no, dog. It's Nubby. Let's get our nubs out for 2020.
All the Patreon revenue this month.
Dally is so resenting the idea of putting a big nubby graphic on the main page.
Dolly hates that the little man is winning and the big funded Ball Pit lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's mad that we're not.
He's mad that big funded Donkey Kong lost.
Yeah, Nintendo isn't getting
that the little gamer Nintendo couldn't pull through.
God, let's hope they have a chance at it next year.
No, I was gonna give you a taste of my sausage, but I guess you don't want those anymore.
Listen, none of you guys would have a team of sexy Digimon with me, so I've got no force in this race.
Yeah, you came into this.
You knew.
I've got no Pegasusmon in this race.
Wait! Before you decide, any Mon Bazoo voters, or are we?
So here's the thing: is that I didn't play it. This is
It was my favorite game to watch on Twitch this year, I guess.
Which one was that? Digimon?
No,
Mon Bazoo. That game's incredible.
There's a good chance if I knew that Easy Delivery Co. had actually came out this year that would have been on my list. I would have fought real hard for it.
Games I didn't play.
I know. All right, I guess we'll give it to Nubbies.
Nubby's
That's
number
right,
fat.
bitch. Let's go.
Please.
Thank you for the gift of Nubbies, X. I'll play it sometime.
Wow, you got
Now that it
gifted
is our
Game of the
very-
Year 2025.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Tess is demanding a vote because she pays $10 a
She
month.
pays her $10 and buys the vote.
All right, Tess. I mean,
She's
you can type it in chat.
She's
I-
demanding
I-
us to
does it
pick
work like-
so that I can go play Peak with her. That's really what it is.
Oh, she
Yeah.
yeah. Peak is her vote, isn't it?
Yeah.
Zero kid in that case. Zero and X get votes too.
I mean, listen,
good time.
I say that we have a producer's game of the year.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. What? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What
we'll
is
get
it?
Jeff Grubb to email
It works
us
like
that,
Jack
for
Jackbox.
sure.
They get
Jeff is
collectively they all
Victory.
get one vote.
I think Jeff
Yeah.
is Victory. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Jeff
I
did
didn't watch all their Game of the Year stuff. I don't remember what Grubb was fishing for.
Did they do one?
Nubby.
Yeah, they did like a 3-part,
I listen. I
14-hour stream or
shit.
whatever. I don't know.
don't got time for that.
I got a lot of
love
time
you,
during
Jeff.
work.
Oh man! All right. Well, we got two producers. We got to rally up all the producers. I don't think there's that many other ones.
Not left.
I mean, listen. If Greg gifted Nubby, I'll co-sign that as his vote. Okay. Let's see.
I don't know. Nubby was just so good. I wanna go play
Stupid-
Nubby. I
stupidly
want
good.
stupid.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
Sexy
this-
Nubby.
Wait for this podcast to end so I can go play some Nubby.
Okay,
also-
maybe it is.
Dally is so upset.
Dude,
about
this
that.
is
Not
dude. I
bullshit.
think it's fucking sick that
But
you
go
can
ahead.
go out in 2025 and make that art the game of the year.
The Game of
Yeah.
the Year.
That's fucking sick.
It's awesome. It is awesome.
Hey, can we make instead of 6-7, can 2-8-16 become some type of meme?
Yeah.
2-8-16?
And I'm still hungry. Good times.
And
All
I'm
right,
still
friends.
nubbing.
I'm still nubbing, and we all are into 2026 as we've named Nubby's Number Factory our game of the year for some reason.
I'm so
That's
happy.
So upset, but I will let it go. No, friends, it has been an awesome one. It has a lot of great stuff. I have learned a lot. I've gotten a lot of games on my list now, which I think we all have.
Victory.
Dude,
This
I have
has
so
been
many
the
more
most
games. Yeah, so many
varied-
more wish listed games than before.
God, it's nuts. Happy 2026. There are so many games coming out this year that are gonna blow our
The
socks off.
February rush is now officially
Oh,
a thing
Lord.
because there's so
Good
much in
Lord.
February now.
Do
Yeah.
I get to put Death Stranding 2 on my list for next year if it comes to BC? Is that allowed?
Nope.
Sure.
You can
Nope.
do a special.
Didn't Dally put like
The
Xenoblade
duality of
Chronicles
man.
2 on his list last year or something?
Bionicle, is that what you said?
Xenoblade
You do a
Chronicles
special
2.
games I
Yeah.
played list like I did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Resident Evil 2 came out fucking 30
True.
years ago.
Listen,
There you go.
if we played an old game release list, I would need another
Like
30
the
minutes.
was like the is it the Emmys that are doing it? Here's our legacy game.
Yeah,
review.
the Legacy
Actually,
Just
Award,
Star
yeah.
Star
do
Fox
that.
64 is just my
You know
list
what?
every year.
One thing I was thinking is that we do, since our games of the year started like 2009, 2010. I
Yeah.
think we should do a pre 2010 year by year side questing game of the legacy game of the year,
Oh, shit.
which would be pretty sick. What is 1970s game of the year? That could be kind of a fun little project, monthly
Yeah.
project there.
Wait,
Maybe that's our Patreon, our special Patreon only video.
Ooh.
I like that.
I just want to add, for the producers, I posted the sign up for the fantasy league in the
Brother,
channel.
you can't sign up on it.
Yeah, you can't
Well,
send it. Just a
really?
link.
Yeah. It's just the link. And then all I see is your team.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
just me,
Well, I had to make an
baby.
account, so I
Yeah.
made an account during the stream.
And
Oh.
not only that, but you didn't attach it to the old league, so it's only this year's. It only shows us.
Yeah.
It only shows us 2026. What about the historical data of our last year's league?
That I wasn't a part of, but want to be in and have no
All
idea what
right,
any.
we'll sidebar this.
Same.
I got to
Oh.
go, guys. We got
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a full day of work tomorrow, boys.
Yeah,
If I don't play some Peak tonight, I'm gonna have to sleep on the couch.
I created
Lose it.
I created an invite link, so it's in there now. So there.
All right. See everybody.
Next podcast we can do
All
that.
right. See you
Take
all.
care.
Bye.
See you in the next
Bye.
episode of the SideQuest. SideQuesting.com. Love you. Bye.
Nubby.
Nubby.
Go get Nubby.